Unexpectables. I am Takahata 101, and I'm joined by all these wonderful people. Starting off with Bosco. Hi, Bosco.
Well, you said wonderful people. Why would you say Bosco?
Oh, the salt begins early tonight.
He's not here?
It's
I'm
that
Bosco!
tri-state area hate, man. I
waiting
told
to
you.
speak, but then Monty decided it was time to roast me, so that's fair.
Bosco, I told you, it's us living in the tri-state area. It's a curse, man.
Hey, Bosco, could you do me a favor and do intros today for me?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Monty, where can they find your sarcastic ass?
Oh, well, they can find it right here, roasting yours.
Oh.
That's not an answer to the question that I asked you. Where can they actually find you?
Kind of one.
You can find me at Montyglue on Twitter. You can also find me at twitch.tv/Montyglue. Streams are going to get kind of weird because I, similar to my brother, definitely feel a cold coming on. For context, in the wonderful land of British Columbia, we've had a cold snap for like the past week and a half.
It's affected all of... we are 9 hours apart, and the cold snap has affected both of us.
Yeah, so it's been like -40 for like with wind chill -40, and then out of nowhere it decided to be -3, which is a huge jump. That's Celsius, by the way.
Yeah,
-40 is fucking cold.
For those who don't know, 0 is freezing.
Yeah, so it's like just slightly
Yes, rest
below
of the world.
freezing now. And so yeah, our bodies are like fuck. So things are gonna get kind of weird and sniffly, and I've had nosebleeds like mad. Like I've been nosebleeding terribly.
Oh god, it's been for get this, Nadine. My cold meds that I've been taking. You know how cold meds have a side effect of giving you a rash? Well, guess what? It's on my face this time. Yay!
Breathing is agony.
No, especially because it's the corner of my.
There's some moisture in the air now, but my nose is like too much.
Hey, guys, can I make a serious suggestion? Wear surgeon's masks. Not only does it keep your germs in, but it will also recycle your heat and moisture and keep your throat and sinuses better.
Gaijin, I love you. Kirk could probably find that, not me.
No shit. No shit. And I mean this honestly, Goomba, it's hilarious. I have already talked to my neighbors. I am getting surgical masks from now on because this cold, fuck this cold. This cold was fucking stupid. Last cold made sense. This cold, I went into the doctor's office to get re-upped for meds, and that's how I caught this fucking cold. I am getting my goddamn paranoia masks, okay? Especially because of all those other fun diseases out there. Sorry.
No, they're almost impossible to find.
I can't believe Curtis got himself the typhoid.
I cannot believe.
It's just like I can't wait for Draker to be like, no, we actually have surgical masks like 5 minutes from your house, and I'll be like, what? Fuck.
Now
she likes to do that now.
Bosco, continue on.
Sorry, Bosco.
Well, Connor, where can they find you?
They can find me on Twitter. I've seen else thing. They can find me on Twitch at Distortion Devil, where Tuesdays Ring Fit Adventure didn't do it this week because there are no lights in my room, which is bad, and I don't want to do exercising in the dark, so I sort of just did something else. Thursday, I believe we are playing Monster Hunter tomorrow.
Cool.
Friday is going to be Friday Funhouse, where we play a lot of tabletop games and play some party games like Jackbox Party Pack, Tabletop Simulator, and Gang Beasts. Riot.
Oh, Connor, that reminds me. You have to tell me about the ball tasting later.
Oh my god.
What?
Not now. Not of all these people.
That's
My
fine.
ears are burning.
I see.
I'll let that linger in the air for a little bit. Anyway. Big hoosers.
Fuck! Draco just messaged me. Yes, I've gotten masks before for the pharmacy.
Hey,
God damn it, Draco!
Hey, Connor, we're getting some notes about how you're coming in very quiet. Did you change your position at all?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
He's been quiet for me. I think it was a Discord update, honestly.
Hold on.
I just bump his volume.
I think we need to surgically insert a microphone into his throat so we can hear him. I think this is.
Yeah,
That's fucking Metal Gear Solid shit.
Yeah, no. What's wrong with that? He likes Metal Gear
Is
Solid.
this any better?
Bit better.
Yeah.
Bump him up, Kurt.
Okay.
Just go on Discord and just bump up his volume. Honestly, that's the best thing to do.
Bump him.
That's what I've had to do.
So his ball tasting can be bumped as well.
Stop saying that.
Connor, never explain it. I just want this to linger.
Yeah,
forever.
don't ever explain it.
Sure. No one will. No one will ever know. It's not as bad as you're thinking, but it's close.
Probably not, but at the same time, I'm staring at the camera like I'm on The Office right now.
Anyway, Saturday, since I finished up The Witcher, I did a poll to see what I should play next, and currently in the lead with not very many votes is Devil May Cry. Fallout is trailing behind by 5 votes. So if you get in there and decide what I should play next, and Sunday is D&D Homebrew.
Yeah.
That's me.
I guess I will go next.
Yeah, if Connor's done, go ahead, Zito.
Yep.
Hi, you can find me over at twitch.tv/Zito. There haven't been any streams as of late because I just came back from PAX South, the first PAX that broke the fucking PAX curse. So I have stories to tell, but I have work to do over at TFS. So probably the next stream I'll be able to get back on is Friday, where you will find me playing a shitload of indie games, telling PAX stories, telling you how I met Jeremy Crawford and almost shit my pants.
Why is that name familiar to me? I'm bad
The
with
guy
names.
who runs 5e.
That's right. There it is. Sorry.
No, it's fine. You can also find me making more D&D homebrew over on the Ever Ingot Almanac, which is my Patreon. We are currently balls deep. I look over at Monty. Balls deep into making Displacer Beasts a playable race. I already have a play test on that, but the only way for you to try it out is to join the Patreon. So check it out.
Do it.
Oh man,
I'll
this
post it in there for shits and giggles.
Roll 20 update messed with my settings. I have to change everything here.
Oh yeah, they changed the zoom feature.
Yeah, no, that's better. It's fine. I realize it's updated. I shrunk all of their icons because they all weren't fitting at the size we had them on screen, and it was throwing everybody off. There are a lot of bit drops. FYI, everybody, we see your bit drops. I'm going to try and call them out the best I can. Apologies, still feeling a little bit under the weather. Who did we just wrap up with?
We just wrapped up with Zito, and I was going to move on to Gaijin. Where can they find Mr. Goomba?
You guys can find me at twitch.tv/GaijinGoomba. I actually have a regularly set schedule now. Feels good. Every Monday, Mecha Monday, we're playing a mech game of sorts. Everything from the Mech Warrior series to, what was it? Hardcore Mecha. Crazy indie game. Amazing, by the way. I want to continue that one. Saturday and Sunday is probably just going to be more Monster Hunter because I hit Master Rank 69 and a whole bunch of crap opened up.
Nice.
Tuesday, Taiko Tuesday. It's been a good time. People have been loving the japes and the punishment songs for some reason. However, you can also find my real content over on YouTube. Just look for my name. I'm sure you'll find me. Just got done talking about the Xenogray, which is an ogre. There's a story behind that. But no, people seem to really like it. I am still doing my culture and gaming culture and anime, all that good stuff, all my Japan stuff. So be sure to check it out.
Very nice. And I'm just going to do this for Kurt since he's sick. I'm going to save him the effort. Tomorrow, MNW is going to be postponed, but don't worry, guys. While Taka recovers, I'm going to at least do a house show or something for you guys, so I got his back. No worries about that. And he will keep you posted as to when and where the rest of his streams will continue. But please be kind and be courteous. He busts his ass for you guys, and we are forcing him to take a break. So he will keep you posted via Twitter.
But Bosco came into this conversation and said, "You're not doing a show tomorrow," which I was like, "Oh
yeah, basically,
literally.
yes, sir."
He was like, "I need to talk to you about my show tomorrow." I'm like, "You're not doing a show tomorrow. Everybody expects you to cancel.
For 2
Just do
solid
it."
days, I'm just like, do you feel good? Are you feeling better? And you're like, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'm like, no, do you feel fine? You're like, I'll be good. And I'm just and then you showed up and you're stiff like, I'm like, fuck.
When I came into the call, I put my hand on my when Bosco put my hand on my chest. I'm like, okay, sir, fine. I won't do a show tomorrow. And I'm like, that's a good friend right there. That's what a good friend is right there.
I try, man. I'm a jerk, but I'm a good jerk.
No. A friend is someone who's there when they need to be. And that's
and you guys know where you could find me over at twitch.tv/EdwardBosco and on Twitter and Instagram at EdBoscoVA. Real quick, I'll just let you guys know that on Friday there's a big pay-per-view for MNW Breakdown. It's all of the Flashbang rookies going absolutely crazy. We've got a world title match. We've got a tag team title match. We've got a career match. Dark Lord Prinny's career is on the line against Johan, who won that 8-man battle royal. And of course, we've got our call-up match. Who's going to be in it? We don't know. Also, Fate and the Empire are going absolutely ballistic. There will be 2 different tag matches to let them battle it out. Malice takes on Zach DeWeaver in an Extreme Rules match. And MNW is going to have a ladder match for the first time in forever. The Creation and the Bulldog Grant Martin. So good luck to both of you guys. Tune in on Friday. Also, if you guys like the new Pokemon short that just came out, you should check it out if you haven't, because I'm in it. I'm not going to tell you who. You'll have to figure that out. But definitely check it out. It's a really cool short. Huh?
That was definitely pointed out in the comments.
I mean, I'm not going to say it. If they figure it out, that's on them.
I'm not going to say it either, but I like the part where you mooed.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
There are a lot of people who have gifted subs who are dropping. Oh my lord, another one.
Lord Phantasmo with the 10,000 bits plus another 2,000, so that would be 12 if my math is good. I've wanted to do this for a while now. I love the series, and it's inspired me to make my world. It inspired me to make my world.
My own world.
Thank you guys for all the laughs and moments.
Well,
I wanted to make sure that I wasn't being dyslexic. That is
Lord
Phantasmo.
sometimes people accidentally, I think, type the wrong word, so I can usually, Lord Phantasmo, thank you for the 12,000 bits, though. My God, the Talbs dropping 10 subs on the community as well. The Talbs, thank you so much. Vinsmoke, Poke Freak, School J, Hug Lords, thank you so much. Lord Phantasma, again, 12,000 bits. That is incredible. Equinox Zandros, thank you as well. Blackfoot Ferret with elite bits. Magic Get, well, thank you very, very much. Jfrost 747, 10,000 bits. Hey everyone, hope you're all doing great. Finally got to drop bits for the first time. Snaps out for Jfrost, guys. Also, Monty.
Also, just to. Oh, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but just real quick, just for a heads up, even if Kurt is sick, I assume there will still be an art stream. Connor will be handling it. And if he needs backup, I will try to be there as well.
Hopefully I've been sleeping every day. I'm feeling way better. Like, I mean this honestly. I am feeling much better than I was on Monday. I'm still fighting it off though. I can tell. J Frost.
Cool. Also, Lusume the robot. Thank you for those 5 tier 1 subs gifted to the community. Good looking out, Lusume. I see you. I see you. Wish your partner tag luck.
Jfrost 747 also said, also, Monty, when will we be getting Ty Borpington's new show, Feast or Flounder, on Scrubhub? On Scryhub. Sorry.
1 second.
Scryhub?
Yeah, Scryhub.
Scryhub.
Yep. It's a new streaming service.
I mean, Ty Borpington's requirements are so crazy. He's really hard. He's kind of a diva.
What is the Hell's Kitchen equivalent?
9 layers, cake layers cooking.
Fuck yeah.
He's a bit of a diva, huh? All right, settle down, second place.
I wonder what Iron Chef would be like.
You had
literally what it is. The guy would be killing people.
You were the judge of it.
Okay. There's a lot of people. I still need to get through a lot of people here real fast.
All right, keep going.
Rodrigo BD, Ninor Naniel, Andor the Insane, Mad Monk Montague. There's a lot of subs. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to all of them, guys, before we have to get started here.
Yeah, save some of your subs and your bit drops for the break, and I'll make sure I'll get them read out.
3 kobolds, 1 coat. 5,000 bits from 3 kobolds, 1 coat. What a nice coat it must be. Thank you for the 5,000 bits. 3 kobolds, 1 coat. And has 82, 10,000 bits. Mwahahaha! Finally. I've been trying to catch up to you, Unexpectables, for a long time. Now that I have finally caught up, I want to give you my first ever bit drop for making me love D&D and introducing me to Critical Role. Always remember, though, you guys came first before Critical Role for me.
Fuck.
Yay!
I mean, to be fair, it's not a contest. I feel like they're very different shows, but I'm glad that you are able to enjoy them both.
But on the upside, take that, Matt.
Yeah.
Hey, be
No. Who's Baby Mercer now, Matt?
Guys,
I see you.
I would have sent him a DM. The last time I sent him a DM, I congratulated him on the success of his Kickstarter. But this time,
I'm gonna tweet
be
at
like,
him so he can
look
ignore me.
Look what Hass82 said about us. F you, Matt. F your couch.
Like Matt, though.
F your couch. F your couch. F your couch.
Yeah, screw you for being such a nice person. How dare you?
Sword Fanatic with 5. I remember back when I was drinking, the first time I ever met Matt, we were drinking at a small gaming bar. We were drinking mead out of dragon goblets. It was the weirdest thing before. And it's before Critical Role was even a thing. I think he was just starting his Pathfinder campaign at that point. when I first met him at that point, which was nuts. Sword Fanatic, 5,500 bits. You guys are cool. Best of luck, everybody. 5,500 bits from Sword Fanatic. Well, thank you very much. Terracus Dan, thank you for the bits. Constable Button, thank you for the bits. Lucky Dog Chris with the 1,000 bits. Love the show. Listen to every episode at least twice. Keep up the great work. Well, Lucky Dog Chris, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. Skelly Jack, Zane, thank you so much. Raleigh Bob, Pyrotherian, thank you, Pyrotherian, with the 2,000 bits. I was not disappointed with the art wave this week. Pyrotherian, thank you. Blue Clock, Tiny Behemoth, Spock, Zombie, Lovely Lady Loveless, Derpy Doogie, Bad Biff 666, Haunch Ponch, Nerdy Notion Z with 1,000 bits. Ore Sanjo. I don't know what that means, but thank you for the 1,000 bits. Shivering Wolf 99, thank you. Zen Ye, thank you as well. Many other subs and bits were also dropped here. Thank you very much. I gotta go to the top here and grab some of the bigger ones here. Stone Tiger 085, thank you. Blackfoot Ferret, thank you. Atlet Gamer, thank you. Super Blue Hedgehog with 1,006 bits for Meryl's Ransom. Good luck, everybody. We're gonna need it. Bull Honkonator with 1,500 bits. Get better, Taka. Thank you. Lusume, thank you again. Greasy X Spoon, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. This is always a highlight for the week. The plot is thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. RPG Russian, thank you as well. Monty, I think that's it for me. Otherwise, I'm going to keep going.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Let's get started here.
Cool. Awesome.
Love you,
Let's
chat.
go.
Bye, Chad. See you later.
Bye, chat. When last we left our heroes, Borky the Orc Barbarian, Panic the Tiefling Bard, Task the Kobold Ranger, Greckles the Kenku Rogue, and Remy the Kenku Fighter, the party was assaulted at their very own tavern by a tenebrous demon, a demon of complete darkness and a servant to Noct. Forced to create revelations in an attempt to cast the demon out, many insights and feelings were learned. Meanwhile, Remy and Greckles, fearing for their employees' safety, chased down Meryl, who was heading home for the day. Intercepting Meryl, the party discovered her traveling with Stendon, quotation marks, towards the outer gate. In an attempt to confront this Stendon, Meryl was charmed and subsequently dimension doored away. Now being held as a hostage, the party is holed up in their closed tavern, trying to figure out a plan. Guards have been replaced by God knows what, their friends, potential victims of the Yugoloth invasion, and an unknown future for the city ahead of them. So, before we get started here... Also, that's really loud. You guys get a long rest.
Oh, good.
Yay.
Basically, all your employees bring every blanket and pillow just into the center of the tavern, and they secure both entryways into the tavern. Yeah, more or less, yeah, like a huge slumber party. You have to roll hit die. You're
I didn't mean to hit that. I was trying to reset it.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like,
a
wait
long
a
rest.
second. That was my bad. I was just resetting.
Oh my god, I
It's fine.
can't believe that Edward Bosco's betrayed us.
I know, right?
Through Remy.
Oh, you just wait.
We still have that mirror that was left to us, correct?
Yeah,
We
you
do.
still have that.
Okay.
Willow has recommended...
Technically, we have two.
Yes, you have the one that's broken, and then you have the one that you received. That one, Meryl recommends, or not Meryl, Willow recommends to leave outside of the radius of the Livrosia anti-scrying field, just because it will not work if you keep it in there.
Right.
Okay.
So you guys, at the night of, the perimeter is secured. Willow sets up an alarm spell. Louis Strog is on standby. Louis Strog's keeping an eye on the front of the tavern. Naragan is keeping his eyes on the back door that leads to the courtyard.
We should probably get a temporary fix on that hole in my room as well.
Iggy and Fluffy are able to just like bring up some boards from the reno spot and just kind of nail it where there's a giant hole now in the wall.
By the way, upon waking in the morning, Greckles just tromps over to Borky's room, just...
Oh, you guys are sleeping. You're not sharing rooms. You guys are all in one centralized location.
Yeah.
So he curb stomps him in the face with his talons.
Yes, he does. He actually does. He actually does.
God. Look, Seth Rollins, calm down.
Borky, what did you do to my door?
I destroyed it.
Why?
The situation called for it.
So
Helga?
we're awake. Oh God.
Yes.
What do you got to drink?
She looks towards Willow, and Willow kind of turns back and goes, I mean, alcohol's not an important provision. You can give him alcohol. Willow at this point is like surrounded by books and papers. Like, it's kind of absurd. Between her and Enceladus, the both of them have been like not sleeping at night. They've been poring over tomes and books, trying to find some connection, some reason these creatures are where they are right now. Kurt, you are breathing into the microphone, by the way.
I'm nowhere near my microphone.
Okay, so someone is breathing into their microphone. Connor?
I mean, it's not picking up on my end either, so I don't think it's me.
Okay.
I moved my mic in case it was me.
Unless I'm crazy, chat. Anyway.
Nadine, your mom, but it's like opening with it's like chewing with your mouth open though.
Anyway, question is Willow currently in possession of the mirror? Is that part of her research?
Yeah, she's got it kind of sitting on a book. And she's like kind of looking at it every now and again. Like, she's actually kind of analyzing it just to see what the make would be, if there's any sort of connection to supplier. She's actually looking through ledger tomes, like ledgers of Alavastian export and import. Like, she's going pretty all out at the moment. You notice that every now and again, Lewisdrag opens a door and Bright the Barchoba is kind of like dragging a book into the tavern.
Huh. Well, if Willow is studying all that stuff and has the mirror, then that's where Remy is going to go the second he is awake and able.
All right. Her nose is like to a book. You see that she's got a series of notes, specifically pointing out the mirror was made in Alabast. It was physically made here.
Okay.
It bears no resemblance to any sort of religious iconography. The frame, the era, everything seems to be very modern towards this current time period. She's just trying to, I think at the moment now, she's trying to figure out what specific enchantment is on this mirror, just to ensure that it is, whether or not it's going to summon shit, whether it's safe.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, she's got the book open of the Yugoloths, kind of making notes. She's looking at anything she can about Arcanoloths in any capacity at the moment.
Got it. Well, then I am going to approach. Is anybody else up?
Borky just got
I see
stomped
people
awake.
stirring. I will, noticing the commotion between Greckles and Borky, if I catch Panic's eye, I'm going to motion for him to come with me towards Willow.
Yeah, he'll probably be up at this point. I mean, I just have a quick general question. Did we get a long rest before we went to sleep last night?
No, you guys went to sleep to get your long rest.
And that was the long rest.
Great, okay.
Which should replenish everything.
Yeah. Also, a quick note, I am changing out one more spell. I'll give you an update.
All right.
Anyway, so I'm going to move to Willow.
Okay. Yeah, Kurt, you are breathing in the microphone, Kurt.
No, this time I am. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
This time you're absolutely.
All right, everyone, stop breathing.
That didn't work.
God, you lost.
Damn. The yokai will see me.
Is that better?
now.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, I've stopped breathing.
All right.
You know, the Super Bowl. You know, the Super Bowl would be a lot better if the winning team was allowed to live.
Anyway,
What? Monty, what the?
just like
You know what?
ancient
You know what,
Aztec
Monty?
do-
So I agree. You know what also would make it interesting if the Puppy Bowl was the same way.
No!
You joke, but the puppy
Sorry.
bowl it has less scandals.
When are we? What about this superb owl? When is that going to show up?
I know.
Anyway.
Anyway,
sorry.
so Willow,
Right.
mirror, panic.
Yeah, you see Willow, she's got big bags under her eyes, and she's like currently like scribbling. You've seen Willow like work on potions, and she's just kind of like, I'm gonna bubble some things here. This is like intense levels of like note taking and homework level shit. Like, this is like thesis paper due in 2 days levels of business.
Okay, so as to not startle her out of her stupor, light hand on the shoulder.
She looks up to you, and you just see the big, literally the big things in her eyes. You watch as Bright kind of hands her a book, and like not breaking eye contact, takes it and flips it open. She goes, "Yes, Remy.
You don't look like you slept last night.
Of course I didn't. You watch as she places the book and kind of folds open a page and licks her thumb and kind of skims through it.
Well, while I appreciate your diligence, at some point you're going to need to rest. That being said, have you found anything new?
A couple things. Things of interest in the city. The make of the mirror is Alavastian. It looks like elven make. I can't really pinpoint it any particular cellar. And you see she kind of points at the different ledgers and stuff. You know that Willow wants to open a magic shop, so having this ledger is not like she stole it. It's literally like she has it on intentionally.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to think of, first of all, what would have initially brought them here? That's number one. Number two, why they're staying, which seems pretty obvious to me. And number three, where they are.
All right, well, we know the why they're here, or at least we have a very good indication. As to why they're here in the first place, I would assume someone had to summon them from their plane, no?
And I'm wondering if that was someone in Alavast or someone in a different plane.
Well, our best guess is that they're carrying out a contract of some sort, so it's hard to tell if we don't know who they're working for.
Yes.
That being said, do we have any information on the mirror? Because before I make any haste actions, considering the note and the fact that it came with this mirror, I believe we should investigate that before we do anything else.
Borky kind of has gotten up and approaches the table where they're both talking. Borky pulls up a chair and sits down and looks at them straight in the eye. I actually had an idea in my sleep.
All right.
We keep tackling this. Now, normally when we were looking at this, we go to the police, we talk to the authorities, but we can't trust them right now. Well, I remember there was a point in time where there were two kind of directions we could have taken. How we are in this city. There was above and below. Now, I think we might need to go below to talk to the people underneath the city to see what they know. If they have any information at all.
It's funny. It's funny that you mentioned that, Borky.
Oh, morning, Panic.
Yes, good morning. You see, it was Averyman, actually, that first tipped me off to the Yugoloth problem in the city. I feel like maybe their insight would be beneficial, especially since we can't really trust anybody on the surface.
Well, we can't trust anyone downstairs.
I was actually planning on...
We can't trust anyone downstairs, but we already knew that.
Greckle.
The devil you know beats the devil you don't, as they used to say in Circadia.
It's true, I do love you.
Jesus. Greckles empties his shot glass and heads over the table. It seems like they would have just as much of a problem down there as up here.
Hi.
Well...
I don't work with criminals. Willow just kind of smiles, and at this point, Kay is like looking like sweating, like she's ready to write up the pink slips, and she's just like looking at all of you, just like, holy shit, are you suggesting crimes?
I imagine we would be keeping that hush hush if Kay was listening.
Yeah, Kay is awake. But yeah, you guys do it hush hush. As you guys are talking, Louis Strog kind of like snaps his fingers together to kind of like catch your attention, specifically to you, Task.
Oh,
Suppose we all look over.
I look over at Louis Strog. I had something I was going to do, but I'll look at this first.
They've been back 5 times in the morning so far.
Who's been back? What?
Who's that?
2 guards. They've been swinging by. It seems like they show up every hour and a half or so.
They say anything?
No, they're just walking by, looking and moving on. So we're definitely being watched.
Is it the same
If
guards
they
every
enter the
time?
premises.
2 people talked at once. What did Task say?
Let Borky talk first. I'll wait.
All right.
Is it the same guards each time?
Yeah, it's the same 2. A man and a woman. They look like just entry-level guards, but...
If they enter the premises, you are to take them and detain them.
I feel like that's obvious.
Question, are they part of the lower guard or the middle district?
Well, Kay kind of like fumbles with some books. There is a patrol, but it's not supposed to pass here every hour and a half. It's there's sort of a she kind of looks around now. Everyone's kind of looking at you. She's like, huh. Well, there are, and she starts like going through all the different like amount of guards and like what positions they're in and what the general sort of like patrol is. Notably, guards will frequent an area where they think stuff is sketchy. But generally that is higher level guards akin to like Doros and his crew, not so much like lower level guards who just do a general patrol. So very
because
clearly,
they're doing it to the Sweet Dragon, it's safe to assume that it's the lower district guards.
yeah, they are lower district guards. They're like entry level guards, and they have definitely been by frequently based on what Louis Drog is saying.
Willow, I don't suppose you've been in contact with Doros.
I tried, and I didn't get a response. It's not the first time, but
The timing is suspect.
Where would he have gone after his meeting if not back here?
probably back to the Avon barracks, but that's in the High District. She kind of starts tapping her quill on the table. Generally, he has the same patrol every day. Usually, he brings me. She kind of gets a little bit blush in the face. He usually brings me a flower every 2 days or so. So there is a chance he might swing by today.
Willow, question.
Yes.
I'm sure you've sent letters to him while he was out and about. How long did those letters take to get to him?
Well, I usually have Bright deliver them, so...
How long does that take?
She looks to Bright, and there's this kind of the psychic connection. Anywhere between an hour to 20 minutes. It depends on where he is in his patrol.
I have an idea, if you'll
Okay.
hear me out. I have an ability to hide script in case anything may be trying to scry on it. We could send a letter out, and actually using your familiar might actually be better since it's not as, commonplace and regular. Would it be beneficial if we try to reach out to Doros, even if it is unconventional, and try to either get him here or try to get some help?
My concern is, and she looks towards the mirror, Meryl's curtain situation. Any wrong move here could be dire.
That's fair.
Which is why my advice would be to first figure out what this mirror is capable of and then utilize it.
Hey, Monty.
Yes.
I'll just save everyone a shitload of time instead of role playing it. Does Iggy have any of the stuff that I asked him to commission done?
No, he's moving in currently. So between Fluffy and Iggy, they're in the middle of their work when they've moved into the tavern, and now because of this obvious disruption, they've been kind of halted at the moment.
All right.
Iggy has been pacing back and forth like a madman this entire time.
Is there a groove in the floor?
Some of the stools have gone missing, and you've just decided not to ask.
Willow, I have a question in your research. If you found anything about how to identify these creatures when they're glamored.
I mean, there's the obvious thing, detect magic. I believe Task, because you told basically Willow what you have. Task has an implement which seems the most proper usage, which is that pronged thing.
Yeah, I show her that. But I also pull out I have the hummingbird.
That, she points to the hummingbird. That's good for reconnaissance. You don't, oh yeah, you got the hummingbird back. That's right. Mm-hmm. That, she points to the thing. That's going to be very important. Because if we go around attacking random guards in the streets, then Meryl's not the only one to be worried about.
Should we possibly send out some recon to try and get some information or at least locations to possibly hit up?
I believe our first course of action should be to deal with the immediate threat to Meryl, which is supposedly this Arcanoloth, which has made it very clear that he wishes to speak, or it wishes to speak.
Now, is Hosrod aware of everything that happened?
We have no idea.
Well,
We don't even know if he's still at Meryl's house.
Yeah, he was staying at her house, so I think one of us or a couple of us should go to her house. I mean, at this point, wow, we really should.
Going through gates, is that wise?
No, it isn't.
Well, there's a way out of the city without a gate.
And how would you be guaranteed that they wouldn't just keep you out there?
They would also have legal discourse to keep us in the city, too.
That's true.
Don't forget, Kay says as she holds up your guys' current, like, quasi-arrest sort of warrant at the moment. You guys are still...
Is that 100% necessary, depending on the fact that the entire lower district might actually be demons in disguise?
The problem is, if they have a stranglehold on the people that make decisions, it doesn't matter what we think or what the facts are. They'll be what they make them.
Remy, can you leave
Kay points towards Remy, is just like what he said.
Remy, can you leave the city on your bird without anyone asking any questions?
Without them asking questions, no.
He was
also, there's no guarantee they wouldn't try to shoot me out of the sky, or that those things would not come back.
Well, the thing is, what I'm thinking is they're not going to do anything in the middle of the bloody day.
You say that, Willow says. She's like, she's
in a
writing.
very, very public place, though.
Listen,
second we even go down a side street, second we go down an alley, second we're alone out there. That's where they strike.
And they can easily do that. These things are heavily equipped with charming magic.
The one thing that I don't get, though, is that they are so desperate to communicate with us. Would it possibly be an option to just communicate with them?
As you say that, Greckles, the mirror begins to shift and shift.
Remy's gonna grab it before it does anything bad.
All right, you grab the mirror and you hold it in your talons.
Greckles will look over.
Yeah, I'll make sure that everybody can see the mirror so that they're not excluded from the conversation.
Similar to your previous experience, you see currently facing the mirror is that fox face of the Arcanoloth staring back. Oh, good, you got my package.
Greetings and salutations, Arcanoloth.
You must be Remus Corbeau of the Corbeau family.
You would be correct.
Mm-hmm. Shame about your father. You watch as the Arcanoloth kind of scans these fox-like eyes with those almost like lizard-like slit pupils, kind of scanning and kind of reading every single one of you.
Is that imp body still on the table?
The imp body, yes. Willow's been studying.
Remy's gonna grab the imp body and hold it up.
Shame about your imp.
And then drop it.
Oh, they're expendable.
Well...
Bottom of the barrel, beginning infernal beings.
You're not entirely wrong. Curious how it's still here, though, don't you think?
No, exactly. I know you're not dumb, and I am no fool. And I
So
know
then, rather than playing games, what is it you seek?
Well, since you're so willing to comply, which I appreciate greatly, I would like to make a deal.
We're listening.
You.
It's a lot of dice being rolled.
Sorry, I'm just moving dice out of my dice tray.
Okay, I was about to say.
Everybody make a wisdom.
I was about to say.
I was gonna say.
You can't charm people through scrying. At least I don't think.
You say that, but it's the DM. She'll do what she wants.
That sounded like an orc like close combat phase. That's how much dice that sounded like. A torrent.
That's a dragon dragging breath through the mirror.
Guy, okay, come on.
I'm going to keep this very simple, and I'm going to recommend that you ask very little questions. Can we agree on that?
All right.
I'm still waiting to hear your terms, demon.
You have something of substantial value, to the point where I don't think you realize how valuable it is.
Borky just looks over at Tubbs.
Go on.
It's a mask. To the average peasant, it looks like a mask. But to my knowledge, you might know that it's something more.
And what exactly does this mask look like?
It has a crooked little smile, sunken eyes, and 2 long prongs coming out, almost like a rabbit. It's very ornate, and it's made out of porcelain. Or so it seems. It gives off no magical aura, and does some strange things when you put it on your face. Or so I've heard.
Remy's going to turn around and look at the other 4 to see if any of them have a reaction to this.
Oh, Mr. Corpo, you have no idea what's going on, but the rest of you do. Couldn't help but notice you poking around there, specifically the tiefling. My guards were nice to notify me about that. You 4 know a lot more than you're letting on.
And
it's time to pay up. The girl for the mask. Those are my terms.
I'd like to.
Going to subtly contact If
I would also.
in my head.
I'd like to insight this thing while he's been spewing
Go
this
ahead.
craziness.
Roll an insight check on the Arcana off.
Yeah, this will go great. How's an 8 work for you?
Oh, man.
Ooh, that's a 12.
I still have to roll.
18.
I know you do. 8. Wow, Borky with the 0 getting the 18.
Nice.
I might as well.
Sure.
There's, unless you roll a natural 20. Yeah, no.
Damn. Stone face. Okay.
That's a 29 from it. So
Yeah, not bad,
Yeah.
not bad.
Yikes.
yeah, you guys can't read this thing. I mean, it's a fox face. How do you read that even?
It's fair.
What assurances do we have that you will honor it, since you have gone out of your way to attack people?
Well, I'm a man of contracts, of course.
Mm.
You see, us Yugolots are a little bit more reasonable than devils and demons. We like deals. A lot more. And I'd say we're a lot more fair.
Well, why would you be working with the devils, then? If you like working with the demons?
You don't seem to understand who's in control of this situation at the moment.
Oh, just...
I'm not working for them. They are working for me. And I have many under an umbrella of employment, I guess would be what your mortals would call it.
God, how long...
You know, speak.
Wait, one sec. Oh, God, how long did that take to set up? My God, you... How powerful are you?
Powerful enough. And for your sake, I hope you never find out. Turns and looks towards you, Greckles.
Speaking of mortality, it seems that you and your kind aren't going back to where you came from.
Not yet.
And what knowledge do you have on that?
Why would I tell you?
Because
I
I don't think you have a single clue what's going on.
No, I think they know exactly what's going on, and I think they need the mask.
Show us Meryl.
Show me the mask first.
Who does have that above game?
That would
It's
be me.
always been panic.
Okay.
Candace had it.
All right, so I will pull out the mask, and while I'm doing this, I'm going to contact Eth.
Okay. Do you say anything to If?
Yeah, I'm going to say, does this at all seem familiar to you? Do you have any idea what's going on? Who would want Liza's power?
If comes back and you feel this terror, this fear in the depth of your heart. Consummate, consume, create, control. Consummate, consume, create, control.
Look at the fox.
You show him the mask?
Yeah.
You see, you all can roll another insight on him as he sees the mask.
Okay, I was gonna ask to do that, so bless you.
You'll have to get a natural 20 because he rolled really high again.
Fuck.
That's all right. Come on, I'm due. I had a really bad week last week. Let's go.
10.
21. Damn it.
21. 21. He rolled another 29. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
7.
Okay.
You watch as he looks at the mask and he goes, "Well, you are quite reasonable. Very well." You watch almost like a cell phone kind of being carried. It's kind of shifted around. You see a chamber, like wall to wall is just shelves of books. Very nice, like cut stone floors. There are different runes on the floors as well. You see a corner spot where you can see, similar to Willow, kind of like a apothecary potion making sort of corner. But in the center of the room is a bed. And kind of resting almost like patient style is Meryl, who is fast asleep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You note that she looks unharmed. But you do note, like, hovering above is this sort of like this magical arcane symbol. You're not sure what that is unless you want to roll a knowledge arcana check.
I would love to do that.
Right.
Before I roll that, I wanted to ask. I wanted to have Task roll for like gaining knowledge or perception on the idea of the room as it's being moved around.
That's an 18 on my arcana check, by the way.
18. Okay, that appears to be some kind of like a tracking glyph. It's similar to like Task's hunter's mark in a way. It's kind of to just keep tabs on her in a way. It could also be what's keeping her asleep. You're not sure. She could be just sleeping. Task, I want you to roll a perception check for me.
Can do.
This is gonna be kind of hard.
God, 10.
The room is nice. It's not great. It definitely looks man-made, either by magical means or just like worked. No, I will say this because you've experienced a lot of dwarves, specifically Adric. Definitely not dwarven made. Definitely not elven made. It looks human made.
Right.
But there's no windows in this chamber. There's no real sort of sense whether it's in a house, if it's underground. There's no clarifying thing. But it definitely seems well lived in, with the books and everything. It's kind of a mess. But yeah, that's all you can kind of glean from it. There's not much else.
All right.
Human-made, well-lived in, kind of a mess.
Yep.
A lot of books.
And there she is, sleeping well.
I put the mask away.
How dusty does it look?
Not dusty at all.
Okay.
It looks like they've been in it a lot.
Okay.
And where exactly would you want to do this exchange?
Well, seeing as you have stolen goods, why don't you deliver it to Captain Stendon? You do, after all, have one of his little subordinates with you. Have her deliver it for me, and the girl will show up unharmed back at your tavern.
So you want us to just give you the thing and we're gonna trust you, please?
Unfortunately, these are creatures of contracts, and as much as I hesitate to trust it, it's the only thing they're good at. That being said, it's a very important decision, so I don't suppose we can get back to you with an answer and discuss it amongst ourselves.
Oh, I'm very reasonable, but I also have a schedule to keep. I'll give you 3 days.
I think that's more than fair. That being said, if the girl is harmed during those 3 days, I think you know what will happen.
Of course. You mortals are rather barbaric in their own ways. You watch as the mirror goes blank.
Doesn't crack?
No, this one stays fully formed.
Let's put it within the area of the statue, and as soon as Tass does that,
we were.
All right, go ahead.
I was just going to say that might not be the best idea. They might want to try to contact us again, and we won't know.
And if it's shut down, yeah.
Never mind. So
that be. As you guys look, Willow's had been like focusing, and she stops. She goes, "Okay, that's interesting."
What's interesting?
It's a one-way channel, which is very smart. So I cannot track the magical sort of means by which he is. I can't figure out where he's contacting us from, but the opposite he can, which is smart. This is a very nice scrying mirror.
So he can track where that mirror goes.
Yes, but we can't track who's basically. Imagine I have the end of a string and you have the end of the string.
Mm-hmm.
But he can make a connection to us, but if we try to track back that connection, it's basically like he's not holding onto the string at all. Does that make sense?
So we're more the puppets and he has the strings. We can't see who's controlling the strings.
It's more... with a normal scrying mirror, sometimes you're able to find where the initial scry is coming from, which might be why this one is cracked, and she holds up the broken one. He probably broke this because this was a two-way sort of deal. This mirror could contact him, and he could contact this mirror.
So then we have to make sure that this mirror doesn't leave the tavern, or it will be able to figure out where we are.
Well, I mean, he knows. I mean, she points towards Louis Strog, and Louis Strog just goes... Louis just kind of looks and goes,
yeah, they just went by again.
I more mean if we're going to move and do anything, we shouldn't have the mirror on us. It's a dead giveaway. At least make them work.
We could keep it here.
Borky grabs a mirror and flips it over so the mirror's pointing down.
There, now he can't hear us. I think. Is that how it works?
Good job, Borky. Willow just kind of pats your back.
I don't know. He could be listening in. There's no way of not knowing he could be listening to everything we're saying here, so maybe we should muffle this like crazy.
The mirror would have to activate, but we could go upstairs into that room that you apparently have.
I'll go ahead and ritual cast Detect Magic just to make sure that nobody's scrying.
Okay. You did detect a little bit of divination magic from the mirror itself, but it's dormant. It's not active.
Okay.
I got a million ideas, and
I will say he made a grave mistake. It made a grave mistake.
Oh, what's that?
It told us what we know exactly what it wants now, and we didn't have to work for that information.
Yeah,
and we know where Merrill is.
Exactly. Did anybody happen to catch what that glyph was above Merrill's head?
Some sort of... It might have been keeping her asleep. Greco's mentioned something about her being charmed.
That was probably a preliminary spell, though. Whatever that was is probably far more powerful.
I think she may have used... She was charmed. It was either suggestion or charm person.
My guess would be charm, which is not something a paladin can normally do. That was the first worrisome thing I saw.
That does make me wonder, if the guards aren't here, where in the hells are they?
That's a good question, but we were told not to ask many of them. That being said, we have 3 days to try to figure this out.
Someone's coming to the door.
Everyone stay calm.
Everyone grabs her. Borky grabs his
weapon.
weapon.
Grabs the war pick off the back. As you guys kind of stand in the tavern, you hear a kunk, 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 kunk. And then you hear some sounds.
There we go.
And that is a success. You hear a as the door swings open. You watch as a tall hooded figure walks in, and immediately Louis Strog is going to tackle them to the ground.
Yeah, fantastic.
Get him! Get him, Louis Strog! Get him! Ah!
Everyone's just making noise.
Louis Strog, like SWAT style, like neck locks the individual and slams them to the ground. And as they're slammed to the ground, you see the hood fling back, and you see Hostrod pinned to the ground, going, "What the fuck? What is happening?"
You snake! Calm down.
He hisses towards you.
All right, shut the door. Louis Strog, let him go.
You. Wait, no, don't let him up yet. You.
I'm gonna bite you. I'm gonna bite your arm.
Stop resisting.
Task.
I will tap him on the forehead with the pick.
Ow, what the fuck? You hit him. There's no ringing at all.
He's clean.
What happened? What happened when we first met? What spell did you cast on me?
What the fuck? I don't charm. I don't know charm person. I don't fucking know.
We already tested it before. He's clean.
Who do you work for?
Porky, stop, please.
What the fuck? Myself. I work for myself. What is with you losers? You're acting all jumpy.
We have a reason to. What is it that we can do for you? Hosrod, was it?
Thank you. I'm so flattered you remember me. Meryl didn't come home yesterday. Her parents are pissed. Well, worried, I guess.
Because she's in a hostage situation.
Wait, what?
Okay,
listen,
well, go ahead and lay it on him like that, all right?
Wait.
Listen,
wait, shut up. What did you just say, Task?
Hosrod, we're in a very big bind here. There is a demon that is holding Meryl hostage.
Hosrod walks up to you and grabs both of your shoulders. Someone took Meryl?
Yes, and we're trying to figure this out and get her back without her harmed. Any wrong move will see her dead.
For the first time ever, as Hosrod opens his mouth, you see 2 large fangs come out.
Ooh,
as he leans down, his eyes glow, this almost thaumaturgic glow, and he goes, "Where?"
We're trying to figure that out. Do you want to join in the debate on this?
Do snakes have scales? Of course!
Yes?
All right, I shut the door.
There is something I can do. I think. I don't know if that orb above her head will interfere in this at all, but it's worth a shot, I think.
All right, what is it?
She's sleeping. I'm going to need to sit down.
Oh, you brilliant tiefling. All right.
I'm going to pull up a chair. I'm going to summon catharsis to my hand.
Shows up
and I'm going to start plucking out a lullaby.
Porky's faints.
And slowly, Panic's eyes begin to close, and I cast Dream.
Okay. Could you please click that spell for me?
It's pretty big.
Here it comes.
We read it. Yes.
Hope you guys like reading. Oh my
yeah,
The spell
word.
shapes a creature's dreams. Choose a creature known to you as the target of this spell. The target must be on the same plane of existence as you. Creatures that don't sleep, such as elves, can't be contacted by the spell. I enter a trance while acting as a messenger. While in this trance, the messenger is aware of his or her surroundings but can't take actions or move. If the target is asleep, the messenger appears in their dreams and converse with the target as long as they remain asleep.
Okay. There is no saving throw for that.
No saving throw, unless she's an enemy, which I don't think she is.
I'd like to think she does.
God, I hope she's not. I gave you $500 to go to school.
Connor, as soon as you're like, I have an
numbers.
idea, I'm like, he's going to use the dream spell.
Dream Walker.
Yes.
So you watch as Panic kind of goes into this trance. And Panic,
That's me.
you are walking in this sort of ethereal landscape. It is basically just like a large open room with floor just reaches out for forever.
I'll look around. This is the first time I've done this, so Panic isn't quite sure what's happening with the surroundings. He's going to continue walking. He's going to be Meryl.
Your footsteps echo on the floor, kind of like.
Oh, that's familiar.
As you kind of feel a bit of coldness on your face.
I'm going to remain vigilant. I don't know if the orb is interfering with this at all. So he's going to, the second he feels like something is wrong, he'll.
Okay. As you stand there, buildings begin to rise from the earth. Cityscape that you recognize of Alavast. You begin to hear jaunty music. The sounds of fiddles and instruments, trumpets, flutes. You begin to see faceless people kind of standing and walking about. And you see a bunch of, not like children, but young women, like teenager aged, kind of running with streamers. and pinwheels. And you see Meryl running amongst them, kind of laughing as she goes.
Okay. I will sort of like a merriment and joy in this dream.
Yeah, she seems to be dreaming about a festival of some specification.
I'll go ahead and try to blend in a little bit. I'll play the part of the minstrel playing my guitar and skipping and wandering up beside her.
Okay, roll a stealth check, I guess.
All right.
Commoner roll, let's go. Plus nothing.
Woo!
Well, it's still pretty high.
Stealth.
Okay.
19.
Nice.
She got a 16, so you beat her.
Oh.
You watch as she's like kind of walking, and you recognize some of the faces of like the people, the dream people, kind of near her. One is Cynthia. The others are people you haven't met yourself. You assume are classmates or friends of some kind. And they're just kind of like, we gotta try that pie. I heard it's amazing. And they're just kind of talking amongst that as like, basically Meryl's just kind of looking up at the streamers and the beautiful decorations, and is just kind of really having a nice, pleasant dream.
Okay. I'm going to walk up to her and her friends, just like, "Hey, everybody, are we enjoying the festivities?"
Hey, Panic. You watch as she kind of smiles.
Hey. How's it going, kiddo?
It's going great. Are you gonna be at the concert later on?
Oh, sure thing, absolutely. I just need a moment of your time before we get to the concert.
Sure. And she kind of turns to her friends,
wondering-
and they just kind of go, "We'll catch you later," and they kind of run off. And she walks up to you. She goes,
Yeah.
"What's up?"
I was wondering if we could talk one-on-one, and with a flick of my wrist, the scenery will change, and we're at the Sweet Dragon. She's sitting in a comfortable chair holding a mug of hot cocoa, and so am I.
You watch as she it is a dream, so what would have definitely phased someone who is awake, they would have been like, "What the fuck?" She's just kind of like for a moment there's like this comprehension, but she kind of ignores it and is just kind of like, "Oh, okay." She kind of drinks it. As you drink the tea,
It's the best hot cocoa she's ever had.
There's no taste because it is a dream. But
I know.
She drinks it. You drink it. It tastes like nothing.
But to her, it's the best she's ever had.
You watch as she drinks it, she kind of wipes some whipped cream off of her nose.
I'm just ready to hear the Inception sound effect. I'm sorry. I don't mean to take away from this. But I'm waiting for a bois so bad.
So, last night, seems like you went away with Stendon last night. Is that right?
You watch now as her face kind of purses.
No.
Oh yeah, I did. I was going home.
Yeah, that's what I heard. And Stendon, he did some. He took you somewhere magically, like I can. Right?
I remember seeing Greckles and Mr. Corbeau.
Yeah, great guys.
But Stendon was really nice, and I don't know, He watches her face kind of becomes more pursed. I felt like I had to go with him.
Yeah. I bet you did. Well.
And then we were at the front gate, and then we were in like a warehouse or something.
A warehouse?
Yeah. And then...
Do you remember any of the surroundings around the warehouse?
It was really dark. There was like rope and metal, I guess. And then we jumped again. And we were... It was like a house basement. It was really fancy. There was lots of wine, but it was dark again. There was no one in there. And then once more, and we were in a really smelly place. It smelled really bad.
1 second.
Yeah.
I'm pulling up.
So
I'm pulling up my notes.
Roll knowledge arcana as well.
All right. 1 second. I'll roll knowledge arcana. I'm pulling up my other notes. I've got like 3 sheets of notes open right now. Knowledge arcana 22.
Good roll.
See, I guess keep it all in a Google Doc.
So it sounds like the Arcana Loth used Dimension Door 3 times.
Ooh. That sounds powerful.
Yeah, so he hopped 3 times.
One of the stops was.
Wait a minute. I'm that powerful. Never mind.
I was gonna say he's your level at least.
Okay. Used Dimension Door 3 times. She was in a warehouse with rope and metal.
You get the sense that he jumped district to district based on those descriptions.
You said a warehouse with
rope
and metal.
Rope and metal. A basement with a lot of wine. And where's the third place?
A very stinky hallway.
Okay.
I'm wondering if this is 3 separate places or one place with all 3 parts of it. That's what's tripping me up right now.
We'll have to rack our brains to see what locations match those.
Can, in the dream spell, can the individual who's dreaming influence the dream just like you?
I think I have a bit more pull than the dreamer at this point because I'm the one casting the spell. I can manipulate the dream however they like, but I can, if she's doing what I think she's trying to, I can sort of.
Because she's trying to remember, and she could visualize it if you let her.
I'll go ahead and I'll let her visualize what is happening in the dream.
Okay.
And if I recognize any of the landmarks, I'll fill in the blanks.
You and her are standing in the city street, where you see Dream Greckles and Dream Remy. Dream Greckles is just as you remember it, but Dream Remy is like weirdly buff, like kind of over the top.
Oh my god! It's the Homer. Oh my god! It's the Homer Simpson remembering the speech.
Monty, I'm flattered.
I shrink him back down. Let's simmer down.
Son of a bitch! I am the only hot one in this campaign.
It's not like ooh, sexy Remy. It's just like the idea of a knight to her in this sort of like subconscious state is like knightly, big.
So it's ha-ha, Remy.
Yeah, it's like ha-ha, inventing Remy.
Huzzah!
Gonna need Art of Merrill on the table pointing, but buff Remy nodding along. Because
why do I imagine now Remy is like a fucking medieval times jouster? Like that's
son of a.
Oh my God.
I mean, yeah, but the difference is it's in the middle of the air on griffins.
Yeah.
That just makes it more hardcore.
Then in the dream, it's like you are suddenly bamfed to this warehouse. And it is not as big as the warehouse you guys have received. It's smaller than that. You see like wall to wall are just like old anvils, metal scrap, and you hear sounds. Roll a perception check for me.
Okay. Perception check. Perception's gonna be nope. It hit it. Oh, 19.
19. Pretty good. You hear in Meryl's memory, I suppose. The sound of pounding metal, like anvil, like hammer on anvil. This, you get the sense, would be the lower general district. So where the Sweet Dragon would be, it's a pretty big district given that most of the trade happens there. So you get the sense that he probably initially vamped somewhere, obviously isolated away from, Remy and Greckles, just to kind of get his bearings. Makes sense.
Okay, and I know the range.
Yeah, I believe it's 500 feet.
It's 500 feet, so within the spot where they once were, this warehouse would have to be within 500 feet of that spot.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And then the second Bamf is the Wine Cellar.
Do they happen? I'm sorry. Do they happen right after one another?
Meryl's memory is hazy, and she's definitely under the. I mean, you would know this. She was charmed by some magic. So you get the sense that like even a command like "go look at the corner" could have probably blocked her vision, because there are times where like you get the sense that something is missing in her memory, whether it be she was, told to like close her eyes, told to like, they're kind of off smart. He's not gonna just let her see shit. But then eventually they bamf again and they're in this wine cellar. The wine cellar is very small. It is kind of two sides of it. It looks like a house wine cellar. It doesn't look like what Helga has. It looks like aristocratic, kind of like small location sort of deal.
Like, would a person be able to walk through it, or do they have to crouch down like a crawl space?
They can walk through it, but it's like wall to wall on either side. It's like you are rubbing shoulders. If you were like of an average height, you'd be rubbing shoulders with these wine bottles, essentially. So it's like, if you had a pantry, it's like a little like staircase that goes down into like this wall and wall of wine you could choose from. But it's definitely not enough wine to be like, like a restaurant or like a tavern or something like that. It definitely seems to be a person's living space.
Yeah, a personal pull.
You can roll a perception check with disadvantage because of the nature of the dream panic.
Okay. Perception check with disadvantage is going to be not great. 10.
Some of these bottles are marked with a symbol.
Can I make out anything that's on the symbol?
With that roll, you can make out one symbol. It's an M. It is a intricate M. One of the wax sort of stamped like whiskey bottles has an M mark on it.
So we know it's whiskey.
Like that. Yeah, we may have something like that in the Sweet Dragon.
The interesting thing about it has a wax seal on it, but no label.
You said waxy on the label?
Yep.
No label and an M on it.
Yeah. This is a really stupid question. I think I know the answer. Do you have proficiencies with brewer's tools?
That's going to be a negative, Captain.
Yeah, so you don't know. But you see it, so you can make a note of it. And then immediately you bamf to this hallway. Now, you can't smell anything in the dream, but you almost see like kind of like wispy stink lines, kind of like when they draw like the stink lines on a drawing.
I just hear the scout. Yeah, those are stink lines.
Yeah, those are the stink lines, because you smell.
Because he smells so bad.
I'll sort of do a cartoonish wafting of the stink lines towards my nostrils. Now, did it smell like cheese or something, or what was the smelly like?
It smelled like dried pork that's been out in the sun for too long.
But smelly in a bad way.
Yeah.
Wait, pork smells like human.
That's flesh.
Yep.
Yeah, pork and human smell the same. Okay, that's not good.
Do you know what... I hate to ask you this, but do you know what, like, rotting meat smells like? Is that kind of what... I'm sure Ty has had some mishaps with some rotting meat, or he leaves it out to ferment. Does it smell anything like that?
I guess, yeah.
Okay.
But like worse, like really bad.
Really, really bad, huh? I don't mimic this. I don't mimic the scent. I know what she's talking about.
Yeah, you can't even tell. Like there's no way in a dream to smell it.
Let me make myself make a constitution check in my own dream.
Yeah, right.
All of a sudden, all of you guys are just sitting around looking at Panic. All of a sudden, he goes.
All I gotta say is, like, it must be fun to be a caster, because you're having a lot of fun right now. And Bork's like,
we all got roles to play, and this was a brilliant move by him.
Oh, absolutely. No, one thing I love seeing Connor do this kind of stuff. This is fun as hell.
Okay, so all right, I have that in my notes now.
And then Stendon told me to follow him. And
then What did you see then?
I walked forward. There were a lot of hallways. And there were a lot of scary things.
Like what?
I had to make her... There's so many details to this.
With the stink lines, she looks down one hallway and you see...
Not bad. You see walking, like, kind of like, you know, if you're in a school hallway, like, kind of passing by each other, you see this large creature, and she rolled a 16, so she has a pretty good idea of what it looks like. You see, how tall would this thing be? Quite tall. The hallway's big, by the way. It's not like a small, cramped, like, tunnel system. This is, like, cut out. You see a 6-limbed creature, I'd say. 2 feet, 2 arms, and 2 massive claws. It has a face, definitely a demonic face, for sure, with 2 long horns that run back. Kind of this significant underbite. And it looks kind of shifty and warbled, but you do see it as it kind of passes by.
Does it look like anything I've seen before in either the book or the demonic mural?
I will say roll an Arcana check.
On a lot of these today.
Average DC, I'm going to say, for this one, because it's not above a certain threshold. So.
Bonnie, I'm screaming internally as a DM.
12, I know, right, Zito?
12. You've never seen anything like this. You get the sense that this is not a devil, it's probably a demon, which is why you don't recognize it.
Okay, 2 horns. Probably a demon.
The claws are kind of like a little bit like crab claws, but like razor sharp. Like, they look pretty wicked.
Crab claws.
And then underneath those, it has like 2 humanoid, like kind of arms, muscular arms.
I'm screaming.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
God!
Monty, you know why?
I know.
I don't.
Okay, well, this is useful information to get to Enceladus later.
The walk through the hallway is very drunken. Like, you know the hallway in Ocarina of Time and like the what's that one temple? The Forest Temple. It kind of twists.
Yeah.
You know, like
the twisting hallway.
Yeah. As you walk, like anytime you walk with Meryl, there are times where she like very clearly had the blinders on. She was ordered not to look at anything, and she was ordered to look forward, and it kind of cuts in and out. And you watch as like she's standing next to you while watching these visions, and she's like very in thought, and she's just like, and then there was the really creepy things.
Oh, it gets worse, huh?
How is it worse than that?
Can you tell me about those, and I'll refill her mug of hot cocoa.
You watch as the landscape goes completely black. She goes, I saw a few of them. There's more than one. They had like doll faces, but made out of metal.
Oh!
Doll faces, but made out of metal.
Yeah.
Hell. Fuck! Why are you guys yelling? What the fuck is going on? I have no fucking idea. Am I just
I know what it is.
Am I just?
Don't worry, Kurt. You just gotta DM more. It's fine.
Okay, this is a. It's not that I'm.
This
stupid.
this is a monster manual thing. Don't worry about it. Keep going.
I thought I was just a fucking idiot.
You see this, probably the size of Louis Strog, I'd say, fully armored, kind of gray-skinned humanoid, wearing a long red cape, and they hold a halberd in their hand. And just as Meryl said, their head is kind of like cocked and crooked, and it is like pressed metal. It almost looks like a baby face that's been pressed in metal and just sits there like emotionless, and it's very uncomfortable to look at.
Does this ring any bells?
Roll. This is going to be an Arcana check again.
Oh boy. Rolling a lot of these today. Oh boy. Glad I trained myself in this one. Hiya. Oh, 19.
You would know this to be a Maragon.
Maragon.
Yes. The souls of fallen soldiers become these. Often they tend to be mercenaries who have made pact with demons, or Yugoloths in the sense, who basically become servants to an absurd degree. To the point where they will literally get down Mr. President demons and devils and shit. They are machine-like in nature. They will literally do anything.
Oh, God.
Fuck.
That Forgotten Realms lore, though.
Yeah.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like that.
And then after that...
And then what happened?
I don't remember. I just fell asleep.
Well...
Stendon just said I was really tired and I should rest, so I did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You see
Think
now
you should.
Meryl's just kind of got, the brain is kind of going. And she's just kind of staring forward into the cup of hot chocolate.
The dough is rising. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
You see her eyes kind of rolling around and her skull just kind of looking side to side as if trying to comprehend it all. Panic,
I'll tell you what.
Panic, am I gonna die?
Give her a big old smile. Not if we have anything to say about it. And we do. And you've helped so much. You are very brave. And you are very smart. A little bullheaded at times, but that can be to your benefit, I think.
There were books
Books.
engraved on the walls.
What did they say?
Nothing, they were just books.
Books on the walls.
Near the start of the hallway. But I don't remember anything else.
Okay. Well, you're going to be fine. And you know why?
Why?
It's because the Unexpectables have your back.
You see it kind of gives a little nervous yet genuine smile.
Oh, that's great.
Huh. But I guess I should let you get back to your concert, huh? And then I'll transport us back slowly, and she's still got her mug of cocoa. And all of her friends come back, and she's at the stage at the concert, and I'll put a little ghost panic up there.
As the dream fades out and you see all
Wait,
the revelry around. Yep.
Could I negotiate with you on something?
Okay, what?
This isn't quite how it works. But doesn't say I need an instrument for this. Could I give her Bardic Inspiration?
I would say no, because you're not physically interacting with her.
Yeah, all right. It was a stretch anyway. Okay. All right.
As you fade out of the dream, the people are running around her with pinwheels, and you just see Meryl holding onto that mug, just staring at you as the dream ends for you, and you are back in the Sweet Dragon Tavern.
What happened?
As soon as he comes out of that, Remy is going to be sitting there with a book and a pen, and he's going to put it in front of him, having known. You are brilliant. Right, before you forget.
How long was I out?
Monty, that's a great question.
About an hour.
It's been an hour.
Okay.
Again, before you forget, write, please.
All right. Mage hand, I'll start writing.
All right, you start writing everything down. At this
Not
point,
going to hold a pen like a peasant.
Basically, I took all those notes. I need you to convey them to me. There's nothing I hate more than I just got this info dump. I'll tell you later.
As you're like writing down the notes, Ty comes out with pancakes for everybody.
Yay.
It's been an emotionally distressing week. I'm gonna get everybody pancakes.
When he draws out the wax, seal, I'm going to show it to Willow. Does this look like anything you might know of?
I don't drink alcohol.
I just mean, do you know the symbol, perhaps?
Helga.
Yeah, Willow looks at it and goes, "It's an M."
Great. Helga!
Yes.
You're good with alcohol. Do you happen to recognize this sigil?
I dabble. She walks over.
Remy's gonna chuckle.
She picks up the symbol, and she looks at it, and she goes, "You saw this on the wine bottle."
Yes, I believe it was wine.
Nothing else. There was no label.
That's all I could get.
That is home brewery. That means this was brewed inside of house.
That's what I thought. It looked like it was inside of a wine cellar.
The M.
Why can you buy this stuff to set up your own, like, wine cellar?
Well, Helga just looks at you, Borky, and just kind of scoffs and goes, "Literally anyone can make wine. Whether or not it gives you rot gut is another thing."
Is this sigil unique to the person who made it, or is it just a universal symbol for house brewed ale?
Well, it's easily sealed, which meaning it can be given away as gift, perhaps.
What I mean is there a way to trace it back to whoever made this particular bottle?
Monty, I have a dumb question.
Yes.
Do I remember this symbol from the wine I brought back all the way in chapter 1?
Where was that from?
That was outside of the city.
No, this is labelless, so it wouldn't be similar to an actual. This is not from a winery.
I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't like,
But way to get fucking Zito with the big brain, Jesus.
Good brain check though.
Borky goes,
Yeah,
all right, so if Helga doesn't know, there's only one other wine connoisseur we know in town, Panic.
And that would be...
You know who?
Oh.
If anyone would know wine in this town, it'd be a man we know.
Yeah.
But do we know that it's actually them?
We have a way to check.
They might be able to find out. They're very well connected. We stay away from Kay.
Kay is like kind of squatting in the corner, preparing her spells, so just like narrow eyes staring as you guys are in your huddle and you all look at her. She's just like the strict librarian is just kind of looking at you all like,
Borky puts his hands over her ears. We can keep talking now.
Helga, my question still stands. Is there a way to track where this may have come from? Or is it universal?
It is a home wine, so it was made inside of home.
But it doesn't necessarily... It's not a house sigil, is what you're saying.
It could be. It could be the signature of someone, but there are many M's in this city, I can only assume.
We'll say, it was in a rather isolated part of the city, I believe. And I do believe they are still within the city walls.
It says
when this occurred.
It says here in your notes that the second jump was the one to the wine cellar.
Yes.
The
maximum distance for dimension door is 500
feet, yes. Would it be prevalent to go back to where Greckles and I first saw them and then try to work backwards from there? Or forwards, rather?
Willow kind of scratches and goes, the problem is, though, with the dream spell, we don't know how much Meryl didn't see. She could have been moved in that time. We don't know. She probably just remembers the initial jump, and then after that, she could have been told to close her eyes. She could have been told to, just not think. I mean, that happens.
But what about all the demons that she saw in that last jump? It seemed concentrated.
It probably stood out more, even if she caught just a glance. Clearly, based on what Panic is drawing, they are very strange and disfigured. They would stand out in her mind.
Exactly.
I don't know what the first one is. The second one is a Maragon.
Willow, in any of your studies, have you seen anything like that creature, the first one?
Let me grab some books here. It might take me some time to study that.
While you do that, should we put the you-know-what Near the you-know-what statue?
No, we already agreed that if it's anywhere near that, it could be affected, which would tip them off that we can negate that magic.
Oh, I'm just worried about them listening into this.
You still...
Ritual cast detect magic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same thing. You feel the dormant divination magic, but nothing else beyond that.
I'll keep it going for its full duration.
Okay. While Willow works on that, Panic, you said that you have a friend who knows wine.
Yes.
Do you believe it would be wise to contact them and perhaps ask them to identify this sigil?
Possibly. I will pull out the Orb Ascending.
Okay.
And I will walk upstairs.
Okay, to your room, just being patched currently by Fluffy. Fluffy's like holding up a board, like, put the nail in. Just kind of like holding it up as he is like hammering it in.
I'll go to like Grekel's room since the door's open.
Okay, yeah, it's not there. So
what door? What door?
I will cast Sending and send a message to Everyman.
Anna clenched.
What is your message to Everyman?
25 words. Boy.
Yes, it is. I'll have to reword it a little bit because I now know some information that I didn't previously. Give me just a couple moments here.
No worries. In the meantime, the rest of you guys watch as Louis Strog stays in his position. He's watching the front still. But Naragan, who is exhausted, trades out with Vel.
Okay.
Naragan does suggest the nature of this to send away Zotira and Arlo just for some time off, just given the nature of this situation. As they're pretty young and very strong-headed. So if they aren't as like they're probably going to do something reckless. So Louis Strog just wants to basically say like I'll just lie to them and tell them that we're closed for renovations, basically. Yeah. So that way the dragons don't cause anything to happen.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Remy's gonna while just real quick, just gonna sneak over to Kay, who's probably still preparing her notes.
She seems different. And not like in a she's gonna murder you sort of way, and just like a little like kind of off-put sort of way.
Will you let me roll an insight on her?
Absolutely.
That's gonna be a 25.
Nice. Let me roll. Usually hides her emotions. Nope, that's an 8.
So that's not gonna do it.
No. She seems like, first of all, the fact that you can't trust the guard is a big deal because she works for the guard. You can tell that that's definitely got her kind of. You know, it would be as if I'm echoing again. It would be as if like your Griffin cavalry, like everyone you know was like untrustworthy suddenly, and like you couldn't trust them, and like
of everybody in this room, I think Remy can relate, considering Valithia.
So she's definitely like this is a woman who works off of her connections to her coworkers, and she does not have those connections right now. So she's trying to find her own resources.
Remy will, again, just to not startle her, talon on the shoulder. To see if she...
I'm sorry you look distraught. I just wanted to
Oh, no, I'm great. It's only that the guard has probably been infiltrated.
It's not probably. They have been.
Plunge the knife deeper, Remy.
Smooth.
Look, I'm not going to pretend like you're not distraught, but...
I've noticed.
Yes. At the same time, I wanted to let you know that whatever you're dealing with, whatever your mind is telling you is or is not going to happen, I want to let you know that you can trust me.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, God, why that one? God. 14?
Yeah, she rolled a 3.
I'll take it!
She's kind of like sighs and makes raspberries, and she kind of like leans forward. She goes, I don't know, I thought when Brooke Bronzefang asked me to do this, it would be, you know, just maybe this was too much.
Maybe it was, but some people are born into greatness, others have it thrust upon them, and we have to react accordingly. You're a part of this, and you have the opportunity to help all the people you're concerned about. But what we cannot do is let our fear freeze us. We have to move forward.
Stendon, I wonder how long?
I couldn't tell you. Your guess is as good as mine, but...
He's my commanding officer. He trained me.
I know. Listen. The place where I came from, I went through something similar, and it did not turn out well. What I can assure you is this is different. Devils and demons are predictable, as Willow has said. We have an opportunity to do great things, but we have to keep our wits about us.
Of course. If it's all the same to you, I'm taking a lot of anti-magic spells again.
I think that's wise. You've been incredibly helpful. We probably would be dead without you, to be honest.
But, and she puts up a finger in front of your beak, I, as a member of the guard, shall not conduct crimes.
Listen, as
that's what we're for.
As a knight and a noble, I don't intend on committing any crimes. We have 4 very capable people who can do anything we need. Hopefully, on what is this?
How loud is this being spoken to everybody in the room? By the way.
No, it's like private.
This is off in the corner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you guys wouldn't hear this at all.
We have 4 very capable people who can do whatever we want.
We have
and throw
4
them under the bus.
Motherfucker! We have 4 very capable people who are very resourceful. That being said, we can do other things while they are busy.
Of course.
I intend to go back to the High District if you would like to join me. You might be very helpful.
In there. If we don't have permission to be up there, then I hate to say it, and pardon my pouty mouth, but we're screwed.
Gasp!
How dare she say that?
So...
You believe you've had your access revoked as well if you were to make a report to Brock or something?
I never had access.
Oh.
I had special permission. That's not access.
Willow?
Yes? You watch as she's like pouring through a book at the moment, not even looking at you.
When you go to visit Doros in the High District, does he sign you in or do you have access?
Oh, I don't go to the High District.
Why am I the only... All right.
Noble! Rich boy!
Listen, let me think of a strategy, but I can assure you we will not be committing any crime. You have my word as a knight.
Panic. What is your message?
My message is things worse than expected. Not just Yugoloths, but demons, devils. Taking hostages. Guards compromised. We are being magically watched. Can we meet? Have and need information.
Okay.
Good message.
You receive a response very quickly. Panic. Nice to hear from you. Bring wine. We'll chat.
Okay. All right.
Do we got a moment?
All right. So.
Yep, I'll come back down, holding my head like fuck.
While all this goes on, Griffiths would like to approach Hostrad.
You watch as Hostrad currently in the moment is surrounded by like 50 snakes. And he's just like, Clarence, go get my dry cleaning. Banana, get me my robes. No, the cool ones. And you watch as the big giant like banana constrictor kind of disappears. Maurice, you're doing great as an intern. He's just kind of barking orders to all his snakes.
Hostrad.
Yeah.
Have we told him about this information just above game real quick?
Yeah, I'm assuming you filled him in on what's going on.
Of course.
Yeah. Do you have any idea about any of this intel? This possible brewery, this this smelly place that Meryl's apparently in?
I got not a clue, and that pisses me off. Makes me want to... He kind of just hisses a little bit, and you watch as his tail kind of like jiggles at the end, almost like a rattlesnake. I'm pissed off at myself mostly. I've been kind of out of the loop lately. Freeloading off you guys has made me soft.
Well, this is an opportunity to get hard again.
Oh my god.
Don't say it like that.
Oh my god.
Really? Really, Gaikin?
As a gazer
Wow.
rises up from behind the window.
All right, guys, let's just press pause on the whole game. Let's press pause on the whole session. Goomba.
You're the one. You're the one. No, shut the hell up. You're the ones that are making it a big deal. I'm the mature one here.
Yeah.
Unpause.
Totally. Unpause.
Okay, we're good.
I'm gonna have my snakes scan the city, see what I can find. But this stuff takes time.
You got
don't have.
Yeah, you got 3 days. Is there any way we can expedite this process?
I have people I can blackmail, but that also takes time.
We also don't know if they're actually them.
Yeah, that too. To be fair, I didn't really fuck around with the guards too much. Learned secrets about them. Didn't really get in their business unless it was really for my own benefit. You save that sort of stuff when you get your hand caught in the cookie jar. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Blue. We're both Blue. We're friends, right?
Insight.
Yeah, go ahead.
20.
Wow, fuck this dice. This dice is going away.
No, save it.
Why do you get to switch out dice and we can't?
Hossrod very clearly, I mean, the save on this is pretty good. Hossrod very clearly has avoided arrest using blackmail. That does not surprise you in any capacity.
Sure, but I'm more concerned. Yeah.
You get the sense that he saves his guard blackmail to get out of being arrested.
Right, but how is he holding up? He seems to the whole Blue we're friends thing is a little questionable.
He is nervous as fuck. You've actually never seen him this nervous until like his sister was involved. You get the sense he is conflicted whether to be his own lazy self or to really step up his shit right now.
Greckles will push 1,000 gold in his hand. Can you get it done in 3 days?
Greckles. He puts the money back. They took Meryl. This is personal.
Nice.
I was hoping. I was so hoping.
Yep, I was like, thank you.
Oh,
Character development.
That's good.
He pushes the money back. Oh, that's
amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Character depth.
All right, Panic, get back down here.
All right.
If there's anything else we can do, just let us know.
Just give me time. All right, the rest of you guys meet downstairs. What's your
Cool.
plan?
Well, Panic.
So, but can we talk above game real fast here?
Sure.
All right,
Yeah,
so it looks like there's two plans right now. There are two different directions we can go. The Underdark is one of them. High District is the other one.
We can do both. We could literally do both.
No, we can literally do both. But here's the thing: do we split the party and do them simultaneously, or do we do them both separately as a whole group?
A terrible idea.
That is a
party.
No. I'm asking everybody and the DM because Monty's been very kind to us to tell. Being very kind to us.
You may split the party if you so wish. Whether or not that's a good idea, that is your decision to make.
And this is the
Let's-
one that.
That
Let's
sounds
put
like
it.
I have a way. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm going to interrupt.
Go ahead.
Go for it.
I have a way where I can be completely unseen by these guys, but I have to go alone if I do it.
No, that's too risky.
Oh shit. Hang on. I have a spell in my repertoire called non-detection, which basically makes me
that's a great
immune
spell,
from scrying magic.
Yep. This was going to be my idea.
If Greckles cast invisibility on me, I can get into the sewers no problem.
Yep.
I mean, getting to the sewers is easy. There's literally a manhole like right next to your place.
But people seeing him do it.
You also have Scarbles, who has holes fucking everywhere.
I was about to say, could we just utilize Scarbles to dig a hole to the
Scarbles,
sewer?
I need to borrow your hole.
Okay. Yeah, Gaijin's the bad one tonight, apparently.
Listen, but I expect it from Connor.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so my idea was if you four go down there because that's kind of your shtick, I could go with Kay and potentially Willow to the high district, and if Zito gives me that pick, I'll at least be able to test people so I don't fuck up while the 4 of you aren't around if you're going somewhere where you know is safe.
If they don't arrest you for trespassing.
Huh?
If they don't arrest you for trespassing.
I can't get if I get in, I'm not trespassing. Let me put it that way.
They turned you away at the door before.
I know.
There's no other way to get in the High District than going through a gate.
Well, we're gonna see what happens because I can't go. I can't go down there.
It's magically worded as well.
Also, Willow is not leaving this room.
Oh Jesus, Mary Joseph.
Okay, that's perfectly fine.
That's good
Makes
to know.
sense.
She's in the thick of it right now. They took her fucking fiance. She's really trying to figure shit out right now.
Yeah.
They took her fiance. They took his roommate. And now it's personal.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the... Martin Scorsese directs.
Giving you Fast and Furious movies.
I love how in an interview he unironically said, "I'm not opposed to going to space." So after that Rick and Morty episode, I can never watch another movie again. I can't.
All right. So what's the plan here?
I say the 4 of you for sure go down.
This is the DM talking, and this is totally like, I'm not suggesting this. It's just what I want to see. I would love to fucking see Remy meet Averyman so much.
Oh my god, yes, that would be good money to have. Remy's never been to the deep down, so
no. But he also promised Kay he wasn't going to do anything shady, so it doesn't sound like this is on the up and up.
Well, I'm sorry, but desperate times call for desperate fucking measures.
Well, I guess you're right. Remy can't.
Kay doesn't want to do a crime. That's what Kay wants. You guys can do whatever the fuck you want.
You're right. You're right, Bosco. You should totally hold yourself up to the standards to an imaginary character.
No, I would do crime. Remy wouldn't do crime.
I know, and that's exactly it. But we're kind of in a.
I totally wouldn't do crime live on stream with
I'm going to be honest with you.
Witnesses.
Monty has put us in a position where I'm going to be honest with you. The ends might justify the means a little bit, a smidge.
Oh no, Remy will break some rules, but he doesn't need to break the. Like you guys got this under control.
We're in an ends justify the means kind of situation, so it's really the question of how much we want to bend the ends.
Say this, in terms of timing, I would like you guys to stick together if you could.
Then let's go to the Underdark first. Then let's do this. Go down.
Then then that settles it.
Well, I have no way to hide us from scrying if we're all going.
You have a Scarbles hole that will get you to the sewers.
Mm-hmm. That is true, but
there's there are 3 to pick from because Scarbles does not stop.
Oh god.
Good old Scarbles, gotta love her.
Yeah. It will take her some time to widen them out a little bit.
How much time?
Probably about like 30 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
Hey, Monty.
Enough time to eat.
But, that. And also, is there anybody who's about Remy's size in this entire place?
I mean,
hi.
No, you're a little smaller.
Louis Strog probably be about the same height as you.
Apparently, based on all the artwork, guys.
If this is actually going to be our plan, then I need to talk to him real soon.
All right, you walk up to Louis Strog, who's just been keeping his eyes, quote unquote, outside, staring out at the city street. He's been very vigilant. Like,
I'm just imagining Louis Strog is just got his eye sticking around. He's opened up the blinds, like just 2 blinds separated, just enough to see his visor. Just every minute, he just opens it up for a second and closes it.
Have I ever heard this dude's name? Like, have you said it in front of him?
You know his name, Louis Strog. Yeah.
Okay.
He's just one of our guards.
He's one of your guys' guards.
He's not a knight, is he?
Oh, he's a lot of things.
He looks knight-ish. He's got like a very nice helmet and very decent-looking armor.
He's a lot of things.
Got it.
He's very strange. The one thing notably, you have not seen this man sleep ever.
Is he an elf?
You have no idea. You can't tell what he looks like under the helmet. So.
Oh my goodness! All right, because that would have made sense if he was pointy-eared, but okay.
Oh, try to unravel this mystery. I would love to see it.
No, I don't got time to unravel this mystery. We got shit to do. Pardon me, Sir Louis Strog.
Just Louis Strog is okay.
Yes, of course. You wouldn't by any chance happen to have a spare suit of armor by any chance, would you?
If a helmet could sweat.
I'm getting too chivalrous for this shit.
It's called condensation.
Wow.
You're already wearing armor.
No, I need something that's not as obvious and marked with my house sigil.
Oh,
Look, I'll take robes and clothing of...
I'll just
Kiwi. You watch as Kiwi's like he's just shoveling pancakes into his mouth. He's like, "Ah!" And Louis Strauss kind of points to the window and goes,
Just can you keep a watch for a second?
And Kiwi kind of runs over and sits up on the stool and just kind of like stares out the window.
Wobbles.
Louis Strauss kind of begins to take off his armor. And you basically have what does he wear? I can't remember what.
Can we exchange armor? Like, can I give him mine in return?
You best not. Above game. Can we tell? Did we ever above game? Have we told you what Louis Strauss actually is?
No,
we have not.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
Don't tell him.
We gotta make sure one thing doesn't happen, but I think we're all in the know on that.
He is wearing chainmail.
Okay.
There's kind of like a breastplate with chainmail on it.
Got it.
So chainmail is AC 16, and your stealth is at disadvantage.
Got it. Cool. So I think I'm pretty much where I am.
Yeah, he easy enough. He even gives you the gloves and everything.
So we're basically just going to do an armor exchange. So he's going to look like
he does not relinquish the helmet. You do not get the helmet.
That is fine. My helmet would not have any of the markings on it.
Yeah. So you're good to go.
Time out. Do we see any fleshy bits on Louis Strauss?
Yeah, he's got hands and like a chest.
He's got man hands, man body, man legs.
He's pretty built. But yeah, it's human.
They don't seem like weird or atrophied or something.
Roll a medicine check.
I'm very curious about that.
Okay.
Boy, not with that roll.
I imagine.
No.
Let's find out.
Above game, because I feel like people are confused. I have listened to other episodes, so I know what the deal is. Like, I know why he can't take the helmet off, but he has no idea.
But he looks like a normal person.
Got it.
All right.
He's got some musculature to him, but he very clearly isn't like beefcake. He's just like a built soldiery type. But yeah, he takes Remy's armor, which very much it kind of matches with the helmet a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely a little bit more gaudy on him. But he accepts it and he wears it. You do have a very inconspicuous set of chainmail that you don, I imagine.
Yes.
And you're ready to go.
Let's do it.
Louis Strauss, you are now Remus Corbeau.
I just want to be Louis Strauss this time.
Pardon?
I said that above game as a joke.
Oh shit. Well, sorry.
That's what Remy would say. Pardon?
Nothing. Never mind.
I didn't. Right. I thank you for your assistance.
Yeah, anytime. Just never put on the helmet.
Your helmet?
Yes, just never, ever.
Understood.
Insight?
Sure.
The fuck? Now one.
Oh my god.
It must smell real bad in there.
Yeah, clearly that's got to be a bad smell.
He's got to have. He must be breathing a lot, so it's all moist in there.
Ugh.
So as you guys prepare yourselves and sit down into the Scarble's hole, we're gonna take a break.
Yay!
Cool. Yay.
All right, 1 second.
Yay.
Be right back.
Wow. What a cool session this has been.
This is
Yeah,
fun.
it has.
I'm finding it intriguing how you guys are gonna figure this the fuck out, because like Connor can attest to me when I was preparing yesterday. I'm like, I don't even know what to fucking prepare.
Yep. That's why you asked us what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
Remy looks at the helmet. He must be really ugly under there.
Right? Go to the bathroom and go get your water and stuff.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll be right
Good.
back.
500 bits. Taka. You have been ducking me for a week now, so I come here just to see the next time. What in the world? This won't do. I have already put my bits down past the next show with my Extra Life Wrestling title hand, my open challenge to see you soon. Nerdy Notion, I am confused by your message, but Kurt's very sick, so please forgive him. Also, hi, guys. I guess this is the halftime show. Are you staying here, Connor?
No.
You're like, no, I'm leaving.
No,
wow.
I just checked my water bottle and I'm like,
yeah, no, I gotta go fill it up. All right, bye. Thanks for playing. Bye. Hi, guys. How's it going? Man, Remy had a role-play moment with 2 people he doesn't talk to a lot. Sweet. This is great. What up, Pimp? 1,417 of you beautiful people. Good to see you. Bosco o'clock. Whoa, random man with the tier 1 subs to 10 people. Good grief. It is crazy up in here. Dude, random man, thank you. Hopefully no relation to Avery man. That'd be terrifying. Where's the music, Bosco? I mean, I could blast music over my microphone, but that would sound terrible. If Remy put on the helmet, would he have been gone? I mean, based on what I know from other episodes about that helmet, it would not have been a good time for anybody. So, Bizarre Coyote, thank you for the tier 1 subscription. 15 months. Good looking out, dude. I see the bull, kitty. Good looking out. Have a nice night. I'm off. Well, have a good one, Random. We appreciate those 10 gift subs. Much appreciated. Burnout Vaughn. Remy passed the charisma roll, but he has to meet Averyman. How many more of those does he got in him? Look, Burnout, how many more do you got in you? Because you got to take a shot every time he fails, apparently. Your game, not mine. I don't condone that. Kamori with the 300 bits. Been watching since before the campaign. And y'all inspired me to start writing a campaign where Pope Francis is a vampire and the Vatican is his lair. Oh, dear. Shiny Lamp with 100 bits. Monty, if this doesn't end with the group fighting a Bernaloth, I'll be very disappointed. Don't put that on us. Why would you do that? War Drone, thank you for the tier 1 subscription for 28 months. The helmet would not fit you, Remy. How do you know? How do you know? 2,000 bits from Pyrotherian. I've been DMing for nearly 5 years, and there's a constant concern I have when I act out my regular NPCs that I have to ask you all about. How do you avoid flanderizing your characters? Do you ever worry about it? Wow, that's a heavy question. I guess I can try to answer that. But what I try to do is I just try to have motivations for all of my significant NPCs, and I have to understand what they want in a given scene or in the overall arcing part of the story. And one of the things you'll notice that Monty does is the world moves around while we're doing stuff. So, for example, relationships happen and people develop. So instead of keeping somebody in the same pocket, like, oh, I have this NPC wizard who's kind of like snooty and worried about cleaning stuff all the time. If that's all he ever is, he becomes Johnny One Note. So all you have to do is have your characters evolve with their desires in the world as stuff happens. That's would be my recommendation because that keeps them interesting and fresh because we all want to develop. Violet Bird with 100 bits. I started watching this with my boyfriend when I started dating a year ago and almost 3 months ago. Here to many more months of adventure. Well, thank you, Violet. Good looking out. Samurai 5461. Hey, guys. Appreciate all you do. You inspired me to write a new NPC every day this semester. Dude, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. That is awesome.
That is very cool.
Yeah, Zane250 with the 200 bits. Hey, Bosco, I start my voice acting classes on March 14th. Let's go, Zane. Get it done. That's what I'm talking about. Good on you. 500 bits from Trainer Shoshiro. Been a rough day. Battery in the car died. Damn, lost my voice shouting into a microphone. But hey, at least I get to giggle like an idiot listening to y'all. Yeah, you don't have to blow your voice out listening to us. At least I hope you don't. Unless you scream at the screen, no, that was really dumb. Then you can absolutely scream at the screen, but I wouldn't recommend it. Boo Radley with 100 bits. Psst, Bosco, look at the fan art channel on Discord, and apologies in advance. I don't want to do this. Nerdy Notion Z with the 200 bits. Bosco, I am raising funds for Extra Life and been doing wrestling promos on Twitter, just being dumb to bring attention to charity. Well, good on you for helping charity. I'm very much a big supporter of charity and charity events.
That's very much true. Hey, dude.
Hi, welcome back, Kurt.
Thank
Save
you.
your voice.
Save
your voice.
I think, have you been noticing how strategic I've been today?
You have been. Save your voice. You're talking to me right now. Serenade of the Eclipse with 1,000 bits. Dark Thought. A hostage is only useful if your opponents care if they live. See, you don't. Boy, don't tell that to Hosrod or fucking panic.
Especially Osrod. He pushed money back.
Yeah, that's
it's true. Elated Megalodon with 100 bits. Did I hear that the mask doesn't give off a magical aura? I think this can be easily solved with some arts and crafts. Some arts and crafts. Interesting. Zocco Duo with a tier 1 sub to Boo Radley, an actual person. Thank you, Zocco, for remembering how to properly sub people that are in the chat. Much appreciated. And 100 bits from Evelyn Now Icky.
Bosco.
Yes.
Did you see?
I was told to look. I will when I'm
posting it in memes right now, and I'm gonna grab both versions.
Great.
Of it.
Oh my god!
and my
god!
I have my
What the?
I know the.
I love that. I love that. I love that. Essentially, Remy's just our. I love all the. We gotta. Can we link that? Is it being linked?
People can go. If you no. People need to join the Discord and go to the fan art section.
Go to the fan art section.
Yeah, if you want to see what is going on,
join the Discord, which I will type a link to right now.
Do it.
For
Also,
the Unexpectables.
Just to finish reading out these bits real quick, can't wait to see how Remy and Everyman interact. Sleep is for the week with 100 bits. Thank you. Big Daddy Boneless with the 1,000 bits after leaving my D&D group due to some toxic table culture. You guys have fed my need for D&D while I prepare to join my first Pathfinder game this Saturday. Only the gods know what I would do to have a group like this and a DM like Monty. Love you guys. Bam.
You know, I do feel
good table etiquette starts with you, honestly.
It does.
My experience is like whenever I usually played is that like I always say this whenever you make a character in anything, always make sure every character you make has a reason to work with others.
Yeah, otherwise you're going to be that lone wolf that nobody wants in their campaign.
That is oh my god, you have a bounty hunter character? Say no more.
Right? I'm sure this one.
Hey, shut up. Oz is a bounty hunter, but he's a good boy.
No.
There is
a default.
Give him a reason to work with people.
There is a default character people come up with for their own solo stories, but when in joint stories, a lot of people just it's interesting.
My first Adventures League character was literally a glorified cheerleader. He literally was just like the fucking hype guy for everybody else, and it was the best.
Yeah.
Didn't really fit well in a Curse of Strahd game, but Bulith tried his best.
Is everybody back, by the way?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, are we all back? Ready to go?
I'm scarfing down my mag.
Oh no, I got 2 more bits for you. Frost Dragon 28 with 300 bits. May the dice be in your favor. I can't stay, but have fun. Well, thank you for popping by. And Defective Sheep with a message for Connor with 200 bits. Hey Bosco, could you tell Connor, as I am doing now, that regardless of level, a fighter is a lot squishier when they're alone than most people think? Well, yeah, so is literally everybody. That's how that works. Has 82 Unexpectables, 500 bits. There have been multiple times you guys have said, do not watch your show if you have something to work on. However, do you not believe that we can watch and listen at the same time?
Well,
if
you have to choose between one or the other, choose your education first. That's my philosophy.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And
if you can multitask,
do not trick yourself into thinking, oh, I can do both when you very clearly cannot, because I've seen that happen.
Most people cannot. So if you're listening to the show, chances are your work is not being as productive as it could be.
Just turn on some synthwave and make something of yourself.
So you have 2 options.
Turn on the ferret dancing music.
Get your work done early or plan for it to be done late if you want to watch the show.
I found the actual song that it comes from.
Oh, yeah. The animation
and I love that the first comment on YouTube is F for everyone who can't find this song.
But all right, I think that's all the bits, so we're going to get back to it.
All right, let's get back to it. Yes.
Before we
Shut up, Panic.
Oh.
Wow. The shutdown.
Wow.
I said Panic. Connor, you can talk.
Oh, so before we choose a hole.
Okay.
Yes, there's Connor.
So when we've noticed that someone's been being scryed on, does the thing that we see, like the invisible eyeball, does it usually focus on one person or what?
It's like a little mote. It's like a little, like almost like glowing orb in the sky, like a security camera. It kind of sits and watches.
But from what we know, it doesn't really focus on any one particular person or thing.
You
correct?
Can't tell
I know
from it. Yeah.
I know there's a wisdom there's a wisdom saving throw involved from the person being scryed on. So I think
it could be any of you. Really.
Yeah, they're using an object. I think.
They can also have just seen you as well.
Okay, so who is taking what?
You got the good wine.
I will go to the back. I'll grab a bottle of nice wine.
Question for all of you.
What's that?
Where exactly are we going?
Oh, Remy, you've never been to
The underbelly.
the underbelly, have you?
The underground.
There's a good reason I don't go there, so yes, I have never been.
Well, desperate times call for desperate measures.
We say away from Kay.
Oh yeah, Kay's up in the main area of the tavern. She's staying at the tavern, but she said if there's any issues, you know.
Well, they do that. I'm actually gonna go to.
She has. Hold on.
Okay.
She actually has a familiar. I completely forgot about this.
Oh shit.
Oh God.
Bat.
It is a bat. Yeah, she has a bat familiar.
Yeah.
She will give the bat. Who wants the bat? Who wants Kay's bat?
Who the fuck wants the babysitter?
I
bat?
will. Remy will take it.
Okay, you have the babysitter bat. It is a oh god, what are they called? It's very cute.
Fruit bat?
The Honduran bat, the little white one.
You just said a babysitter bat.
Babysitter bat.
The wide-winged
painted
screamer bat?
It is a painted bat.
All of those.
Look that up now.
Yeah, they're like orange. It's like bright orange.
They literally look like Halloween times infinity.
Oh, that's cute.
Betty.
I'm posting a picture of it.
They really do look like Halloween. Holy crap.
Did it work? No.
Yeah, that's 404 not found.
Oopsie, my bad. Here you go.
Here, I got you, fam.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's cool looking.
Oh, look at that.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's just Halloween.
That was the exact picture I was gonna use, Mom.
Yeah, I totally trust that.
That's just a Halloween palette. That's what that is.
Yep.
It's cute.
Monty, really quick. While they're doing that, Greco's actually gonna go to Ty to see if we can get some supplies for the road.
Okay, yeah, get some rations. I'd say everyone write in 2 rations into your inventory.
Nice.
Day lunch.
Let's see. Where does that put me?
Because we all keep forgetting that.
I'm at 16 right now, so I'm in.
Jesus, dude.
I stocked them.
He doesn't travel that much.
Yeah, it's true.
We also get re-upped when we got back, so.
Yeah.
Anyway, that being said, yeah, so.
There was 2 rations?
2 rations.
2 rations apiece, yeah.
Basically a day lunch you guys got.
So I understand we're going to this underbelly place, but who specifically is your contact that lives down there?
The leader.
I'm sorry, what?
You heard me.
You know the leader of the underbelly?
It's a lot deeper than that.
When we first came to the city, we found ourselves in the company of them. But as time went on, we went down less and less and focused more up here. But it seems that situation has pushed us to head on back down there again. Luckily, we can always thank Scarbles for the route down there, right? Scarbles?
What?
Hi, Scarbles. How's it going?
Look, this is as far as I'm going. I'm going back up to the tavern.
God,
this place gives me the heebie-jeebies.
No, exactly.
And also a rash.
Okay, definitely get that look.
I'm sorry, what? It gives you a what?
A rash.
You watch as like her face is like blowing up with blisters, like in real time.
Scarbles, you gotta go get that taken care of. Take care of yourself. Just make sure you're safe, okay?
Remind me again why you're dragging me down here.
Because we don't want to.
Okay, I let it get going. You watch as she like climbs up the hole.
Remy, because you're a part of this now, whether you want to or not.
Oh, great. I could have been on guard duty.
You guys make your way through the sewers. So, you guys have traveled to the underbelly before. Whoever you want to choose amongst you may make a survival check to find your way through the underbelly.
I will say, I know this place the best.
Yeah.
And I believe you gave me something.
Boy, if only I could help.
I'll give you assistance then, because I have proficiency.
Okay.
Panic does know this place the best. I think you gave me a benefit. Like,
you have
I rolled a natural 20.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you just roll with advantage?
So I can just...
Yeah.
I'll just guide us.
Roll with advantage, and the save on this will be very low. It is still a sewer. It is still very like hard to maneuver in.
Wow!
But you're fine. So
22 actually.
You're good to go.
Right, 22.
It takes you guys a solid 20 minutes of walking. Given that it is kind of colder now, there's more water down there. Eventually you guys begin to hear the shouts and the screams and the flaying and the flesh of the Crimson Pit. Remy, for you, through the stench of refuse and sewer water, you begin to smell cheap ale and blood. As you guys make your way into the main area, the sort of cistern chamber of the underbelly, the sconces on the walls flickering, shadows dancing among all the rough and tumble, thieving, murderous, smuggling individuals that populate this darkened corner of Alavast.
I grab Remy and I pull him down to at least get to my voice, get to my mouth level. Best not say where you come from here.
There's a
I
reason
I pat him on the cheek.
There's a reason I didn't want to come down here. They eat people like me alive.
Okay, whatever you say, bud.
Hey, Monty, guess what?
What?
I just lit my Blackhound Tavern candle.
Nice.
Okay. Oh, shit. All right.
Oh, man, that really does smell like whiskey.
Hey,
Holy
Monty.
shit.
Yes.
While we're down here, I am keeping an eye out for a new set of thieves' tool.
Okay. As you look around, you look for Merchant, the kobold.
Yeah.
You can't find him in this crowd, but you do see kind of sitting in the corner is a goblin, a one-eyed goblin, female goblin. Looks kind of older, and she's kind of sitting cross-legged in front of this mat where she's kind of got all these trinkets and odds and ends. And she's like, I got you scrolls of detect thoughts. Only 500 gold pieces.
I got tinfoil hats that'll read your mind.
Man, that's a spell. That's a spell everyone needs. Detect thought.
I am actually very curious. What all wares do they have?
You see that there are necromancy scrolls. There is detect thought scrolls.
Oh no, not necromancy.
Yeah, and we're talking illegal shit.
Oh God.
And there is crowbars, pittons, and there is thieves' tools there, picks and locks and things like that.
I would actually love to take the thieves' tools and the crowbar.
All right. She kind of looks it over and she kind of looks you up and down. Roll an intimidation check for me.
Photorealistic Greckle strolls on up.
Nope. I have rolled single digits all night.
Ooh, I feel your pain.
You know in cartoons where they have the goofy goober kind of big cheek.
Look, our car.
She kind of looks you up and down and she goes, yeah, 50 gold pieces for the lockpick.
Damn. I actually want to look up and down. What are these things? Are these things rusted? Do they look good?
They are shit. They are very easily pawned. The scrolls at the edges are tattered. You're not even sure if half of them are usable. The lockpicks are okay, but they're just okay.
What are you pulling with this kind of crap? 50 gold for this? I could do better picking with my toenails.
Roll a persuasion check.
23.
Oh.
Both sides.
I see you got a keen bird's eye. 5 gold pieces, friend discount.
Yeah, that's better. Here you go.
And the crowbar, you know what? You seem like a friend. How about another 5 gold pieces for that?
Fine.
Pleasure doing business.
I want to roll up.
You want to roll a...
I want to roll on up to the merchant.
All right.
Arrows.
Poison. I got poison. You can put it on arrows. You can put it on your toast.
What do you
want
got?
to die? Let me take a look here.
Let me take a look at what I got for poison.
What kind of
I'm
poison?
actually curious about this.
You're gonna be able to buy any of this.
Yeah, I'm very curious about this.
You have...
I mean, if you want injury base, I got some drow poison. I have... this is... let's see what else I got. Serpent venom. Wyvern poison, but this is the expensive shit.
How much expensive?
We're talking 2,800 gold pieces for the wyvern poison.
How much money do I have? I only have $500. All right. Well,
Lay
that ain't
away.
happening. You got. All right. I just want something that will slow him down, aka Do you have cut, move, speed in half?
I'm just gonna look here and just double check these.
Also, please, I want to know all about all these poisons.
So the serpent venom, a creature subjected to this poison must make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw, taking just damage. The drow poison inflicts them with poisoned. The poisoned effect.
That's what I want.
Poison is fucking brutal.
That is what I want.
Yeah. It has to make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw or be poisoned for 1 hour.
Give that.
If the saving throw is failed by 5 or more, the creature is also unconscious while poisoned this way.
Cool.
Jeez, give it to me. I want that.
So the drow poison from this cellar is 1,000 gold pieces. But you could bargain. She seems reasonable.
You also have a very rich friend.
Who needs to not tell everyone around that they're rich.
Exactly, which is why I'm not saying it in character.
Oh man, Remy trips
You
is
want
silver.
someone dead?
If
You gotta go with the drow poison.
She kind of shakes the bottle.
Hold on. I take her hand and I put it down on the table. Clutch onto this. I'll be right back.
Very well.
What else was there? The drow poison, the
wyvern poison,
and the wyvern.
Wyvern poison and the serpent venom. So the serpent venom just does damage. The wyvern poison, it does a lot of damage.
Task goes back to everyone else. I'm going to do something that pains me that I have to ask. I need money.
How much?
I need 500 more.
Monty, how much was the serpent venom?
The serpent venom, I don't think I gave you a price for that one.
There was no price for the serpent yet.
Yeah, that one's like 500 gold pieces. It's cheap.
Oh God. Oh no, Remy wouldn't take anything with him. He wouldn't have his money on him.
Was there any?
By the way, before people get mad at me, I know this isn't the actual price, but this is the Alavast
Oh, whatever.
price.
Yeah.
I'm sure people can get over it.
The players do not care at all.
Yeah.
Was there any if they pass the con save with the serpent venom, does it deal any additional, like, does it do any minor damage, or is it just one or the other?
Let me see.
Also,
half. They take half damage. They take 3d6 poison damage and half as much on a 6.
I will take that poison for 500. What was the damage?
That was 3d6 poison damage.
Hey Monty.
And the saving throw to that is a DC 11.
Okie doke.
Hey Monty.
Hi.
So Remy doesn't have any of his actual stuff on him. Will you just for flavor allow me to conjure the money into my hand and hand it to
That's
Task?
fine. Yeah, you carry.
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. So Remy will walk up to Task. He will give you one of those like firm handshakes.
Yeah.
And go, I believe you're getting ripped off. And you will feel gold just kind of form in your hand as you get 500 gold pieces.
Eldritch Knight.
Are the freaking best!
Nice. It pains me to ask for money, you know this. I usually make sure that everyone here is well equipped, and unfortunately at my own disadvantage.
Remy kind of shrugs and then drapes back into the darkness.
I head back over, and I tell her, I have the money, but maybe if I give her something in return, we could sweeten the deal to lower the price.
And what do you have to sweeten?
I have a vial of limestone and blood. I'm going to flavor to her that this is blood found in the deepest Underdark under Dracadia.
It's what blood?
It's a vial of limestone and blood. It's a mixture.
Roll a deception check.
All right.
Oh, okay. You could ask your criminal friend.
Well,
He came to the guy with the money before the criminal.
Unfortunately, she rolled a 12. She kind of narrows her eyes. He goes,
I'm only really interested in money, specifically your money.
well, fuck's sake. All right, fine. Shitty dice. Give her the money. Let me get the poison.
all right, you got a vial of drow poison. You could probably use that on about I'd say 5 arrows. It's very small.
And the poison I got for what, one?
But here's the other thing you could do, Task, is you could study it to try to, like, create something similar.
You do have a researcher who can research that for
Exactly.
you.
I would give them that.
Would Willow be willing to do that?
That's not Willow. That's Enceladus.
Oh,
that's the other guy.
That's right. So many people that work for us now.
I was gonna say we need a list. Oh wait, we have a list.
All right, let's fucking
continue on. Unless somebody else would like to bargain and take my money.
As you are looking in this area, Remy, you see there's like this recessed pit in the center. Obviously, a place for extra water to go. And you see currently engaged in combat is a massive tiefling man with large horns and this serrated blade, currently fighting what appears to be like a Gila monster, like lizard folk guy, who's wielding 2 scimitars. And you watch as the Gila monster guy kind of like runs his mouth across the scimitars and goes running into combat. And as you watch the two of them collide, there's just kind of this flourish, and the Gila monster like lizard folk has his head decapitated off of his body instantly almost.
Like it's like upon running in, he just is decapitated.
He's fucking dead. Yes.
Okay, so that dude knows what he's doing.
And the tiefling kind of takes his sword, and you hear it as it goes into the sheath because it is serrated like a bread knife. It kind of goes until it goes inside. And you watch as people kind of erupt into applause and start exchanging betting money. And you watch as this tiefling kind of gets out of the ring and walks over to a spot. And as he's about to sit down, he notices all of you.
Borky flexes the best he can. Because it's... Gotta look at
Remy's... Who's the closest to him? Probably Panic or Task.
Probably Panic. He'll be leading the way.
I believe the Lord Tiefling has noticed us. We should keep moving.
Yes, that's, we need to talk to him.
Wait.
Hello, Tiango.
What?
It's fine, Remy. Just play along.
You walk up to Tiango?
Yeah.
I heard you were coming.
Yes, I believe we're being expected. Are we free to walk in?
He kind of scans you over. I recognize those 4. Who are you? And he jabs a finger towards the center of your breastplate, Remy. And it's very like... It's not like, ooh, I'm being scary. Like, you legitimately have to, like, brace yourself as he just pokes you.
I'm with them.
Are you afraid of this man?
Oh.
Not even a little bit.
That's a terrible idea.
You should be.
If the DM asks you if you're afraid, you say yes!
You say yes!
Jesus. Are you gods? No!
No!
I love that moment. And then the reaction to
One
it.
of my favorite movies. It's so good.
Bill Murray's line response to it is just, if a god asks you if you're a god, you say yes!
Yes! Look, above game, I know what I'm supposed to do. Let me roleplay the character.
I know.
Tiango looks you up and down and looks towards you, Panic, and goes, is he a bodyguard or mercenary?
Mercenary. Works with us from time to time.
I want to fight him.
Well,
Tiango, we want and need him alive.
Tiango, we're busy right now. In the
I
future,
won't
though.
break him.
What? We need him to be not broken for what we're doing, though, Tiango.
Roll a persuasion check, Borky, with disadvantage.
I've got a thing to follow up.
Really? Persuasion check with disadvantage?
Persuasion with disadvantage.
I was
You're
not
persuading
trying.
him.
It's fine. It's fine. I got a
You're
good
trying
line.
to convince him not to fight Remy. He wants to fight Remy. 4.
You said with advantage, right?
No, with disadvantage.
Oh God.
Tiango, we do appreciate your fighting spirit, but we kind of want to not lose out on the money that we spent on this. And we're gonna lose a lot of money if he ends up dead.
I'm not gonna kill him.
Insight.
Yeah,
what do you
for
think?
Real.
I would like to roll an insight just because he's kind of trying to threaten me, and I'm about to smack him in the face.
18.
15.
Don't do
18. Above game, I know. He's level not okay.
13.
Oh no, he's level skull.
You get the sense that no, he will not kill Remy, but he really wants to fight Remy.
With an insight of 18, I feel safe.
You don't feel safe. But you feel like he's true to his word and not killing you.
The four of you have business in there, don't you? Looking like wherever they're supposed to be walking.
Well, panic dice. I could
Yep,
stay.
we sure do.
Tell you what. How about I stay out here and make sure everything's not untowards.
You got a potion, Borky?
Oh, I got plenty of potions. Don't you worry about me.
Good. Well, I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about him.
Oh, I'll cover him. Don't worry. You go in there and help out Panic.
All right.
Good luck.
You'll notice that Remy is talking no trash to this man.
I'm assuming they're just staring at each other right now. Like,
yeah.
I just look over at Remy and say,
like an AMA stare.
Remy just saw him decapitate that guy, so he knows he's good. He just doesn't know how good, so he's not going to make it worse.
So, Panic will slap him on the back and then sort of tap on the back of his chainmail a little bit, just to in sort of a somatic gesture type of way, as if asking Remy, do you need some help of the magic persuasion?
That would be cheating. No.
Okay.
If it's anything I learned in Alavast, being honorable gets you fucking dead!
If he dies, he dies.
He dies, he dies.
All right. You watch as Tiango jumps back into the pit.
Okay. In my defense, I didn't ask for this one.
No, I know. Oh, I know.
I guess Remy's getting in the pit.
All right, you jump into the pit. Roll a athletics or acrobatics of your choice for how cool your entry into the pit will be.
Could I just get in normally because I'm bad at all of these?
No.
14?
14, yeah, you jump in. It's all right.
Okay, cool. All right, cool.
You got a natural one, you would have eaten shit.
So I'm above game real fast. So are the other guys going to be going through the door?
They're going to go into the hallway, but
Okay.
I want to do this first.
Okay.
I guess they're watching.
This will
just be happening simultaneously then?
Yeah, while you guys are going in.
Okay, Borky is here he is at ringside above the pit though, watching, and prepared to jump in if anything untowards happens.
Probably double my level, but that's okay.
Ready. Roll initiative for me.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say right now, Bosco.
9.
There are monsters that are CR 30.
Believe me, I know. That's why I said at least double. It's all right. It's a good roleplay moment. Let me have this.
Please, sir, I want some more.
Please, sir, I want some more.
Remy, are you sure you want to do this?
Doesn't answer.
Shit, you actually beat out his initiative.
Let's go!
Yeah.
Kick his ass, Remy.
All right, Remy, you are up first.
Before I walk in,
do I have my sword and shield or a sword and shield
you
from?
have your weapons on you, so you
Okay,
have
cool.
everything you usually would have.
Having seen what he just did when that guy ran in, Remy's going to pull out his sword, equip his shield, and use the dodge action, and then he will motion with his sword for the big guy to come on over.
It is now Tiango's turn. He kind of cocks his head and he goes, cowardly, and he pulls out that large serrated blade. And
Gotta imagine it comes out like a Beyblade zipper.
God, there's so much. Holy shit.
yeah, I'm sure.
All right.
It's more of a matter of what do I want to do?
If it makes you feel any better, everyone's betting right now in the chat.
Actually, he does not pull out his sword.
Sorry, what?
He's gonna run up and punch you in the face.
He pulls out his scythe. He's death incarnate.
Oh, okay.
He pulls out his Gundam, and he gets inside the Gundam.
He pulls out a gun.
He pulls out a gun. That's the same. Pulls a gun.
Or does he? Actually, what else does he have for a weapon? Hold on.
He pulls up. He pulls out a VHS tape of your first ever birthday that you're super embarrassed. You don't want people to see because you fall on the cake, and starts playing it for everyone to see.
a particularly small Kenku and loads him into a bow.
Yeah, he's gonna grab a stick. Fuck it. He
Pulls out a
grabs
smaller
stick.
Tiango.
He pulls like a pipe.
Oh, now you're just trying to embarrass me. He's gonna hit me with a
flash
fucking
drive
pipe.
with what happened at the last Christmas party.
Hey, that's an improvised weapon, which he might not have.
That is gonna be a. Oh god. It's gonna be 27 to hit you.
Pulls out a
Sure, yeah, that'll do it.
Alright.
He probably rolled low.
Oh right, disadvantage.
Oh, thank God.
That is going to be an 18.
That will miss.
Okay.
Oh.
As he brings down the pipe, it hits your shield and it bends, and your feet are like planted, and you get pushed back a decent 5 feet. And you watch as he like lifts up the pipe, looks towards you, and just discards the pipe.
Oh, the big boy guns.
That ends his turn. He's gonna end his turn there. It is now your turn, Remy.
Okay, question. Based on my duels and my history with them, is casting outside of, is any kind of casting disallowed, or does it look like
You're in the criminal underbelly. There are no rules.
Cool, great. I'm gonna blast him in the face with burning hands as he will just hear Remy shout out, Ignis Alveum! And he has to make a...
I'm assuming dexterity saving throw?
It is a dexterity saving throw.
To which he has +0.
Yep.
That is an 11.
That will fail. So he is gonna take 3d6 damage.
All right.
All right.
Halved.
Because he's a tiefling.
Yeah.
So 3 damage.
3
to him.
damage. But I am gonna blast him in the face at the very least.
As you blast him in his face, he just steps forward through the fire and just kind of stares down towards you.
No fear. Let's go.
And on the start of his turn,
What?
you watch as the burns heal.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Cool, he regenerates now. That's fun.
That's 10 points, so he heals back to full.
Great.
God, he's like...
You're like, yeah, I got him! And then you just watch as all the burn marks just stitch and heal.
Oh, he fucking pulled his X Factor.
Oh.
And now he's gonna pull out the sword.
Oh, God. All right. I'm readying my magic.
First attack.
Oh, God. He's going to hit me like 7 times.
24.
Okay, because of that, Remy will cry out, Clipleum Valentia! And he'll cast shield and he'll miss.
All right.
Nice.
Second swing. How many do you have?
Probably has 4 or 5.
He has 2, unless he's a 20th
I'm just trying to
fighter.
survive. Let's go.
That's gonna be a 30 to hit you.
Son of a bitch. Okay, yes.
That is going to be...
Be gentle.
8 plus...
Does the
That's
letter
13.
Q hit you?
13,
13
okay.
points of damage.
Okay.
His third swing.
Okay. Come on, be low. I need you to be low. Just work
That
with me.
is going to be 25.
That will hit.
Oh shit.
Damn it.
That is going to be another 13 points. of
Okay.
damage to you. His fourth swing.
Okay.
Christ.
Oh god, yeah. That's 30,
That's too much.
That's 32 to hit you.
I think it hits.
Yeah, I think that's bigger than a 30.
That is going to be 14 points of damage to you.
I'm just waiting for her to
Okay.
say, does a 32 hit you? Like,
Does it
that's a question. It's like, what?
And he's gonna action surge.
Oh,
Oh,
no!
And he's gonna do 4 more swings.
Oh,
Okay,
shit!
great.
Wait, 4 more.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'cause
It's
he
a
gets
full
back
attack
to
round
back.
if you action surge.
22.
Miss.
Okay.
Stay alive. Come on.
That is definitely gonna hit. That
If you
is-
roll over a 30, you're gonna hit me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
I
gonna
can't.
be
Physically within the realm of the game, there's only
20,
one way to do that.
29, I think will hit you.
Bosco, does
29 will
the
hit.
infinity symbol hit you?
What?
15
What is it?
points. 15 points of damage.
15? Oh, Jesus. All right.
Third
Still up.
attack. Natural 20.
Jesus Christ!
So
Damn
that's
odds.
gonna
Does a
be
69 hit you?
Is this?
Nice.
10, gonna be 15. Ooh, plus 16. So that's 15 plus 16. That's 31 points.
That's
of
it.
damage
He's
on
at
the
0.
All right, you fall down, and the audience immediately just goes, I knew it, and kind of all begin
Borky
to
jumps
bicker.
down immediately.
Yeah, you watch him fall.
Borky jumps down immediately, and I take one of my potions, and I, put it in his mouth.
You open up the beet and just kind of pour it in like ketchup.
Hope that was worth it, Remy. Hope that was worth it.
Borky puts him up on it. Borky just picks up Remy, puts him on his shoulders. Yeah! You definitely are still scary, Tiango.
You watch as Tiango kind of looks at you, Remy. Roll an insight check on Tiango.
Okay.
He's sad.
22.
He kind of looks at you, kind of smiles, and for the first time, Borky, you hear him say, "Impressive."
Borky raises his eyebrows.
One round.
Borky's eyebrows raised to the point where they leave his head.
Remy's gonna get off of Borky's shoulder once he. What did I heal, by the way? Did you roll it?
Borky's gonna hold you steady though, because you just got fucked up.
I did get fucked up. He's gonna have woozy legs, but what did I heal?
I didn't roll it. What is a regular potion again? It's 2d4.
2d4 plus 4 is the regular.
Willows.
Actually,
the Willow special. I thought it was +5 now.
Actually, it's plus 5. Yeah, so 2d4 plus 5.
2d4 plus 5.
She's got a plus 5
10.
to intelligence.
All right, I healed 10. Perfect. Awesome. Remy is gonna outstretch his hand, kind of like the Warrior's Embrace, the forearm one.
Yeah.
Tiango just kind of looks, and immediately that sort of like admiration kind of dissipates, and he goes, "You're not there yet," and he gets out of the ring and leaves.
Neat.
You watch as he promptly sits down in his chair and pulls out a romance novel.
Fantastic.
And he licks his finger and turns the page like
yeah,
Scruffy.
exactly. He does exactly that. He just licks his finger and starts flicking through.
Tiango's gonna die the way he lived.
What's the name of the magazine in fucking Dragon Quest XI? The Ogler's Digest. I like to imagine that's what he's reading.
The book that he is reading. Actually, roll a perception check, Remy and Borky, if you want to see what he's reading.
I can't read.
That's right, Remy.
18.
It's called Forbidden Oath, and it's of a clerical human looking like person, like kind of like lamenting with their hand on the back of their forehead, like kind of like juxtaposed. It's very gaudy and very stupid looking.
Hey, the man has simple pleasures.
Remy is going to climb out of the pit.
Borky's helping him, by the way, because I'm guessing there's like a ladder.
Yeah, because Remy is struggling.
A lot of people are actually murmuring and seem to be quite impressed that you lasted a fucking round with him.
I was so close. I was going to second win. I'm like, no, it doesn't even matter at this point with a fucking crit.
Meanwhile, the rest of you guys, as you head in through the hallway, that familiar, why can't I think of the word? Incense. There it is. Yep. Incense sort of aroma wafts through the air as you guys make your way into the, for you, Panic, a little bit more familiar chamber of Averyman. There's been some rearranging inside of this room. Specifically, there's now a bookshelf with books on it.
Are they all smut?
They are all smut, yeah.
Fantastic.
Hank just shakes his head. Are they all cleric smut?
Roll a perception check.
Great. Five.
Panic
just realized he doesn't care.
Yeah, you're like, ugh, and you kind of roll your eyes. Greckle's task, if you want to, you can.
Yeah.
I really don't want to. I don't care.
I feel like Task wouldn't care.
Yeah.
I would love to know a man's weakness. 16.
It is not clerical smut. There's a decent chunk. It seems to be organized based off of things like that.
Oh my god.
It's an alphabetical order.
A majority of it is tiefling related, specifically.
Wow. Who would have known that Tiango's itchy fetish was so vanilla?
Look at this. Look at all the things he has. God damn it. He has Maho Sensei Najima. We should have known, guys. We should have seen this coming a mile away.
Did you just say fucking Najima, Taka?
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the fucking D&D game.
So this is in the room that they just walked into, yes?
Yeah, it's like in the corner of the room.
Gotcha. So this
And
is not outside.
Like, it's not like floor to ceiling bookshelf. We're talking like like a DVD shelf. Like it's not that much.
Well, don't mind me. I'm picking my pride off the floor. Have fun, guys.
Everyman is currently sitting on the couch, in their usual female form, currently bringing out wine glasses. There's 2, and then they look up and they notice you, Task, and you, Greckles, and they kind of turn to go, "Oh, looks like I need a couple more." You watch as she gets up and she walks over to a cabinet and pulls out 2 more wine glasses. She grabs one and she looks at you, Task, and she looks at the glass and grabs one that's a little bit smaller.
Appreciate the hospitality, Everyman.
Oh, yes, anytime. After the favor you did with my son, I feel like it's justified, but don't test your luck.
Never do.
It's good to see you too.
So, troubling things, concerning to say the least. Can't say we've had too much trouble down here.
Yes, if left unchecked, it will.
Yes, that's precisely why we're down here talking with you, because we feel like you may be able to help us put things back to normal. We'd appreciate that. And he sort of uncorks the wine.
May I? You watch as Everyman kind of just takes wants to look at what it is.
Mm.
A Merlot blend. You spoil me.
Well, you're worth it.
Roll a persuasion check, I guess.
Smooth man.
Jesus.
Bam! Oh my God. It comes out of nowhere like an RKO. Persuasion, you said?
Yeah.
With advantage?
Just straight persuasion.
Okay. Sorry. I thought you said it. That's going to be 24.
Okay. They kind of give this smile and they're like, "That was very, very nice. Thank you." They take the wine, they kind of swirl it around, and they, very nice. So, how can I help you?
Well, it appears as if a lot of the city guard has been complicated, or not complicated, compromised.
They just kind of look at you. And?
Well, from what my friend Greckles here describes, they take the form of the guardsmen, but they are not the guardsmen. We cannot find them.
Shapeshifters?
Maybe not. It's more than just Yugoloths. It's demons and devils as well.
Well, they come in pairs on some occasions. From what I know of Yugoloths, they love to play both sides. Rather devious, really.
Indeed. And another interesting thing that we've learned is that they can't go back once summoned.
Go back.
To their home plane.
She sets down the wine glass. This seems like magic things. And while, yes, I myself am quite magical, I'm no expert at this.
There's more.
Go on.
You see, one of our own, a young girl, no older than 17, was taken from us, an employee of ours, by these Yugoloths. We have some leads. We need to get her back, and secretly, they have eyes on us. It's a miracle we were able to get out of our house.
Unfortunately, Panic, you are very charming. And for the rest of you, this does not leave this room. Unfortunately, I can't help you directly with the guard. We have an aggrievement of sorts. But if you have any leads you think I can help you with, I'm willing to help.
Do we still have the sketches I made on that notebook?
Yeah. I assume you're carrying that with you.
Yeah,
If you hear weird noises, that is my stomach. It is growling for some reason. So if you hear weird gurgling, that's me.
Half an hour, Dean. Half an hour. Half an hour.
Oh, I'm fine. It's just my stomach just makes weird noises sometimes after I've eaten.
Anyway, so I will pull out the notebook and I will show them what I sketched on the wine bottle.
Have Everyman think about this. Everyman thought very hard and got a 19.
Nice.
Natural 19 plus. Okay.
Big think.
You watch as Everyman stands up and walks over to what you thought was a wall, but is actually a curtain. And you watch as they take both like ends of the curtain and like toss them back in a flourishing sort of over the top dramatic way. And you see from floor to ceiling a wine rack.
Wow.
Of like a full collection of various different wines. It's very impressive. To be fair,
Hey, just lets out a little.
The ceiling of this particular room isn't very tall because of the nature of the sewers, but it is still like there's probably easily over 300 different bottles of wine here.
Holy shit! All different.
All different. They're all different wines. You watch as Everyman kind of like looks side to side, and she looks down and she goes, "Do you mind helping me? Look, don't break anything, though."
I will be as careful as possible, and I will get up and I will
roll an investigation
start
check.
filing
Task, Greckles, Panic, and I'm gonna roll for Everyman. You guys are gonna search these bottles of wine.
Okay.
20, double-sided.
There's gonna be an investigation.
19.
19.
Everyman rolled a 3. So.
Everyman's already been drinking a little bit too much of the bubbly.
Well, everybody gets distracted, like, oh, I haven't had this yet, and just kind of like getting distracted by their own collection. Greckles and Panic, as you guys are kind of like going through each one, you do manage to find a collection of unmarked bottles which have just like a wax cap seal on them. But eventually you find one that looks identical to what you have as a drawing in this collection.
That it, Panic?
It appears to be. What is it?
You watch as Everyman kind of remembers. The bottle is very almost identical to what you saw in Meryl's vision, though Meryl's vision was definitely, it was a memory. It wasn't really exactly one-to-one. The bottle itself is smaller to you because Meryl's younger. But it does have that wax seal, and it does have the M almost identical to your drawing. Everyman kind of walks through and goes, "Oh, yes, that was an interesting gift. I'm not a fan of homemade wine."
Well, who did you get that from?
A squirrely little fellow, scribe boy. I believe he worked for Joza Muharad, member of the council.
Can you spell that?
Joza, GOZAHMUHIRAD.
Goza Murad?
Joza Muharad.
And he works for the council.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joza Murad. Which member of the council?
Everyman doesn't really get into their affairs. With that roll. I believe Joza is the representative of the Alman clergy, specifically.
You said you got this as a gift, Everyman. Did you get it directly from them at their house, or was it somewhere in between?
Oh, no, it was given to me by some servant on their behest, I'm sure. You're not the only one who bring me wine to appease me.
Looks over to Panic, sweats a little.
Well, I do know that our precious subordinate was taken to a warehouse, and then to, I believe, this very wine cellar that you've pointed out to us. Do you happen to know which district they might be residing in?
Everyman kind of cocks her head and he goes, I mean, I don't know that much about Joseph myself. I mean, if you had an informant, maybe they could figure it out.
We do know some people, Panic.
Go ahead, write that down on like a corner of the paper, and I'll write talk to Hosrod. Underline. The situation, it seems to be getting fairly bad up there. It seems like most of the guards in the lower districts, at least, they're all focused on us.
If nothing else, Everyman, you may not even be dealing with the same people you originally made that deal with.
I highly doubt that.
You think they've been charmed then?
If it's as bad as you say, and the people who made my deal is under this influence, then there's no more underbelly here. We're leaving.
Who? I have a feeling it's not just the guards that you made a deal with.
Oh, Panic. And you watch as Everyman kind of gets very uncomfortably close and kind of rests a hand on the side of your cheek. You're very handsome. That information costs a lot.
How much?
Roll a charisma check.
Greckles is slowly starting to lean down towards Task.
Yes.
Oh no!
My God!
I'm re-rolling that. I'm re-rolling
aspect
that.
Of it.
I'm re-rolling that.
Re-roll. Yeah.
Natural 1 on that charisma.
Good call. Good call, Panic.
Good call on the reroll.
Come on, baby.
That was a natural 1, by the way.
You got it out of
I'm
your
gonna
system now,
reload
you're
it
good.
real quick. Don't mind me. Just resetting RNG.
Oh God!
Oh!
Oh no! It's
Hello, it's me, Horace.
The Panic. Horace the Panic.
Horace loops.
All right. Charisma check, round 2.
It's better.
It's going to be a 19.
Everyman turns down to you, Task, and you as well, Greckles. Leave the room.
Oh, can I insight?
Sure.
You really
I would like to insight as well.
All right.
21.
Everyman knows what they want.
22.
You're a handsome man, Panic.
We just want. I'm more concerned about his safety than anything.
Everyman's not gonna kill him. Like
you want to be famous, don't you?
Just want to make. Hey, Greckles doesn't know that. He hasn't been down here.
I sort of lean my hand back and I shoosh them out of the room.
All right.
Oh, and tell Tiango I'm gonna be busy for the next little while.
Okay.
All right.
Come on, Task. Let's go.
As you guys exit out, you see Remy currently sitting at one of the tables, just beat to shit.
Oh, Remy, seems you met Tiango.
Oh, yeah, he did. Oh, yes, he did indeed.
You can see him breathing and very focused.
Just focusing on the breathing?
Yes.
Borky, is he going to make it?
Well, I gave him a potion, and I mean, he fought
Just
Tiango,
one?
so... Yes, just one, because... I'm not made of potions.
It's fine.
Bleed up a little bit of blood, like...
Task puts down one of his potions in front of him.
Save it. We're going back to the tavern. I'll take a nap.
Exactly. As you know, sleep heals most wounds.
I thought that was time, Borky.
That's what happens when you're sleeping. Time moves on.
What did you find out about the
That's
thing
still
we
under
came for?
progress.
But we do have a name.
Yeah, where's
the name?
Josa Murred.
And they are?
We thought you might know. They're one of the councilmen.
One of the councilmen? Who do they represent?
The almond clergy.
You'll see Remy's eyes light up.
Wait, Isn't the almond clergy like anti-demon stuff?
Wait, yes, not only are they anti-demon stuff, they also like to set up in libraries and schools, based on what I know, which would explain the books. Where is Panic?
Remy, slow down.
Remy,
You're no one.
Remy, you just went one round with Tiengo. You need to stay off your feet.
I could have
give him a few minutes. He's gathering more information.
Okay, where's Panic, by the way?
He's gathering information.
Task looks over at Borky and just gives him a stink eye. Gathering information.
I'm looking for clues.
Hold on.
Jinkies!
Well, why aren't you? Well, hold on. Well, why aren't you helping him?
We'd be effectively useless at his investigation.
Great,
I have a higher.
Someone else.
I have a higher investigation score.
My God, he's trying to break out. We gotta save him.
Anyway, Panic.
That's not where you find.
We don't need to focus on me right now, I don't think.
Well, we're gonna jump some time.
All right.
Can
I before he comes out, can I say something to Tiango while he's reading?
If you want to go and poke that lion, sure.
Greckles will physically restrain him.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of fight to move, so that's gonna work.
Good.
He should.
Remy, swallow your pride right now.
No, I know the book he's reading. Tiengo.
Oh boy.
You watch Stingo lifts up his glasses and looks up towards you.
He's got reading
He's got reading glasses.
It's a good one. Hopefully you haven't gotten to the part with a tiefling yet.
He just gives you this look, just kind of calculating. You see the mathematics.
That Jackie Chan face just
goes right back to reading. Notably, there is no tiefling anywhere on the cover, so.
The hell are
you
you going?
Giving him a spoiler. He's gonna kill you harder now.
The hell are you doing, Bosco? Be careful. What the fuck are you doing right now? Because I'm scared.
Are you going to tell him that Snape kills Dumbledore as well? What the fuck?
So a while passes.
Mm-hmm. How long's a while?
Maybe 45 minutes to an hour passes.
Oh boy.
My God.
Panic.
He's a 60-minute man.
Oh, Jesus.
My God, he has sex 15 times in one act.
As you gather your things, you learn through Averyman that he made the deal with Brooke Bronzefang.
I fucking...
What the fuck?
The deal is there are two conditions to the deal. So, one, Tiengo cannot kill anybody on the surface who is a civilian. It's innocent. He can't kill anybody innocent. Two, they cannot make tickets that lead to any of the districts at all. And they have to shut down anybody who tries.
That's actually pretty fair.
Yeah.
The trade-off is that the guards cannot go into the sewers. And the guards cannot get involved in any of Averyman's business. Unless it involves civilians.
All right.
What's crazy is this is very similar to a 1930s style deal the police would have with the mob.
Yeah, it's almost
super,
exactly.
This is San Francisco as fuck.
Yeah, no, that's why
this
is really cool.
The fact that it's Brork who follows Avon, who is the god of
Oof.
justice, has some serious connotations to it.
Justice and the law are not mutually exclusive.
It's true.
You know that if this information reached Irma or anyone, it could fucking destroy him.
Isn't it already known that there is some kind of deal in place or that something's going on because they don't show up?
No one knows who set the deal, though, so it's a mystery. But now you know that it's Brork who set the deal.
Well, Panic knows.
Well, Panic knows.
All right, well...
we haven't been told this yet, though.
Is that all I learn?
That's all you get for that, yeah.
Okay, for that.
Oh, wow. Next time, put some effort into it, you know what I mean?
I was kind of phoning it in.
Oh, that's literally the fucking scene from Liar Liar. I've had better.
The pen is blue.
So all right. So about Meryl's situation. Didn't learn much more than there was a man named Joseph Murad that works for the representative of the almond clergy.
He was at as you kind of post clarity, whatever. I don't give a shit.
Yes, the post nut insight.
It's called
it's where everything that got you to that point, you're like, what the fuck happened? God damn it, I hate being human.
The prophecy is fulfilled.
You realize that man was at your guys' trial. Specifically, you met him in the trial. He is a wood elf.
Wait, so he doesn't work. He doesn't work for the council. He is on the council. Joseph Murad.
He is on the council, and he represents the almond clergy. He's the leader of the almond.
Okay, I misheard you. I misheard you earlier.
Yeah.
I thought he was
so bad.
I thought he worked for the representative of the almond clergy. Never mind.
The person who gave the wine worked for him, who gave every man the wine. But the symbol on the wine, that cellar, was his.
Let's all remember that this doesn't mean he was harboring anyone. It was convenient space.
No, but it means that they're oh god, it means that they're oh, that's so smart.
No, roll a knowledge arcana with advantage.
Who?
Panic.
Me.
I was gonna say panic. I'm not there.
It's that post-nut insight you were talking
about. The prophecy is fulfilled. Arcana check
with advantage.
Natural!
With advantage. Natural 20.
Natural.
Hey, post-nut insight. The prophecy is fulfilled.
Well done, brother.
It's like on Hades, Connor. You just checked off an insight. You're getting all this darkness.
My god, Panic Grimtongue could not click cancel on that web browser fast enough after it was all over.
The fact that, and this the only reason you know this is because you've used Dimension Door. The fact that Stendon teleported into this cellar without taking force damage implies that he knows the cellar very well.
Yep.
Ooh. Fuck.
Yeah.
A natural 20.
Jesus,
I heard that.
Shut up! Listen, I have said nothing all this campaign. Fuck you.
Zito, you've said a lot of things this campaign.
He gets a freebie. He gets a freebie for holding his tongue.
Guys, we're in the triple digits now. It's all over.
Yep, that's a nut 20, all right.
All right. Well, that Panic walks out of Averyman's office and sort of adjusts his coat, wipes his mouth, checks his neck.
You're not bitten. You're fine.
Hickeys. Check out
I
hickeys.
don't know that.
Oh, well, they're right over my head.
It wouldn't work anyways. You have ebony skin anyways. It's really hard to tell.
It could be more
Some
purple.
people are freaks.
Fair enough. Is Panic left? Because I got something I want to say to him the second he walks out of that room.
Yeah, I step out having learned all I need to.
Panic your flies down.
With President's mage hand.
I smack him on the shoulder. Thank you.
So what happened in there?
I learned information. I'll tell you.
Why don't you tell us why don't you tell us what we leave? Because Tiago keeps eyeballing you right now.
Probably a good idea. So should we leave?
Yeah, you guys head out.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to cast detect magic while we're heading back up. I don't want anybody scrying on us while I'm filling them in.
I was about to say, I don't think you caught anything, buddy.
As you cast detect magic, you detect no magic.
Okay.
You do catch a gelatinous cube, which you guys sidestep and keep going.
I will keep that up for the full hour duration.
The cube is usually on the 4th floor.
So I'll basically just give them the gist that the wine belongs to Joseph Murad. She told me where he was as well, right?
Well, I mean, they don't know that much about Josa. You'd have to.
I'm assuming a representative of the council would be in the upper districts, so
high district, upper district. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. And I learned. Oh man, do I want to keep that to myself? Actually,
no. While you're going over this, Remy's going to chime in.
Panic, if I may make a suggestion.
Oh, what the fuck happened to you?
Well, I mean, like,
all right.
You see, what happened is you got fucked by Avery, man. He got fucked up by Daniel.
Anyway, listen, based on what you've revealed so far about this council member, I assume there's more, even further damaging information. Yes?
Yeah.
So keep this in mind, especially considering who we're dealing with. Anything you tell us can be potentially taken from our minds. The fewer people know dangerous information, potentially the better. I happen to trust you. So, if you believe there's anything we shouldn't know for that reason, please don't say it.
Look at Borky. I'm basically look at us in descending order of wisdom scores.
Borky is literally just playing like Much Music's top 20 in his head right now on loop.
I have a wisdom score of 14, so.
Do.
Very well, and Panic does not tell them about Rourke.
Good.
All right.
Good. All right.
You guys find your way to the Scarble Hole, make your way up into the tavern. At this point, it's like between the travel time and it's about like 1 o'clock in the afternoon at this point.
Cool.
So you guys make your way up through the Scarble Hole. You push up a piece of the flooring and emerge. Immediately, like Lewis Strog with the war pick immediately whips it out, but he notices it's you guys.
Oh, it's us. Clear out.
Hello.
Everyone moves out of the way as you guys make your way inside. A fire has been set just to warm the place up. It is kind of crisp autumn. It looks like generally people are just kind of hanging out, playing cards and dice and shit, and just kind of chilling.
Is Willow still working?
Oh yeah. Oh god, yeah, she is.
Willow.
All healing word.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Remy.
I'm fine.
No, his pride was a bit. It was a bit.
No, we have to work. Willow, there's something you need to look at.
Okay.
You go for
Sit
7, Remy.
down.
Okay.
So that's a 7.
Yeah.
So add 7 to my already minuscule score. Good. I can feel my ribs starting to move back into place.
Yeah, I feel like you haven't been smashed to shit with
I was about to say, like, I think we need you without a collapsed lung right at this point.
Yeah. Yes, it's still hard to breathe, but you know.
Oh, for fuck's sake, cure wounds.
No.
You fucking child. At 2nd level, so 2d8 plus my spellcasting ability. 2d8 plus 6.
So roll it.
Plus 6.
1.
Oh, plus 2. Right. Sorry. So 7.
Okay. That All right, cool. I can breathe a little better.
Willow, we found something you should take a look at.
Okay.
Panic was and colleagues were able to figure out. Apparently, the wine came from someone in the almond clergy.
Almond clergy.
Specifically belonged to where am I?
Joseph
Murad.
She's gonna do a knowledge history. He's a member of the council, specifically the spokesperson for the almond clergy. He's very powerful here.
Do we all remember that he was at the trial?
I would say at this point, when Willow kind of describes him, you all remember him being in the trial.
What was his, did he speak at all? Did he speak at all during that trial? What was his demeanor?
His demeanor was being very thorough and very like, almost to a point of just like frustration, being very kind of like prying, like very like wanted the specifics.
He's a very well actually person.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of. But
Damn.
more erring on the side of like I'm not being a not an arrogant prick, but more like I want to know every facet of this before I come to a conclusion, like very scientific.
Willow, if you'll recall, he was at the trial when we were forced to testify.
I wasn't at the trial.
Were you not?
No.
Oh my.
No.
Helena was there. Helena was at the trial.
Yes, Helena, and Panic Kid's a little sad at that. Hope she's okay.
Do you happen to know anyone in the almond clergy, Willow?
Not mostly Nerazman, unfortunately.
But we know someone who might. Where's Hosrod at?
Wait a second.
Hosrod is currently like winning money from Kiwi using dice.
What is it, Remy?
I believe someone with Hazra Sahar was a almond follower. I recall. What is his name?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Ragu or something like that.
Human.
Rahu, yeah. Rahu was
He was a short human person, beard.
Accompanied Azra Sahar.
Yes, one of her charges, I would assume. Although I haven't seen Azra since I last saw Solly.
And we have no idea what state they're in right now.
Yes, but it seems this is all coming together because everyone we need to speak with is in the High District, and lo and behold, I can't get us in there.
I'm gonna go talk with Hosrod.
Sure.
Hey, Hosrod.
What? You watch this, he's just like pulling in money from Kiwi. Kiwi's like, that was my whole salary.
We got a name.
Oh, go on.
Josa Murad, councilman, representative of the almond clergy. Know anything about him?
Oh, how interesting. I have not met him personally, but from my knowledge, he's a little bit of a hermit.
Fair.
Would certainly make a good cover for someone.
A hermit who has a sort of a affinity with wine making in his fucking basement.
That's most nobles, to be honest with you. No offense. He turns and looks towards you, Remy.
Piss off.
I'm gonna catastrophic about it. Anyway.
Do something exciting. Be still, my beating snake heart.
Hosrod, we know for a fact that wherever they are, they're within 500 feet of wherever Jose's home is or wherever his wine cellar is.
Well, maybe not. I want to specify again, he could have moved Meryl in that time. She was under a suggestion spell, so her memory could be altered as well.
Well, we only got so much to work with, so...
If you'll all excuse me, I'm going to go see your new clerk.
Need help, Remy? You okay?
Yeah, head hurts.
Family Guy falls.
Remy's gonna go find the guy we just hired.
Which one?
Oh my god, no, the guy.
Enceladus?
Yes, him.
Enceladus? Okay. Yeah, he's the researcher. He's actually with Willow at the moment.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay, cool.
So
Oh,
he's
hey.
there.
Oh, I pass Enceladus the vial.
Oh. Ooh. He kind of looks at it like, at first he's like, ooh, shiny bottle, then, ooh, scary contents.
That's... It wasn't... Well, hold on. Let me...
That was drow poison.
Yeah, that's drow poison. I'd like you to look in the means of reproducing it.
I will have to procure some books about the Underdark, but...
We can worry about this later. We might have a person to help you with that.
Certainly...
Do you know... sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Continue.
No, absolutely.
Sorry.
Enceladus looks at you, Remy, and just kind of like pockets the bottle.
I was curious if you know anything about the almond clergy.
I do have a little bit of knowledge to it, but I don't know much about Dra. He's kind of outside of my reach, really. I'm sort of like Willow. I more fall into the Nerazman level of things, though my anthropological studies do fall into the almond research. Generally, not really much to say about the man. He can be rather haughty to be a nobleman of sorts, very knowledgeable, very resourceful as well. He has many resources.
Here's my concern. Even if we were to reach out for an audience, we wouldn't get access in time. And if for some reason he or someone working for him catches wind of it and they are working for said Arcanoloth, we would be instantly made. So, my question to all of you is, how do we investigate further without tipping them off?
You begin to hear a sound on the roof.
What in the God's name is that?
It starts off kind of like clicking, and then it becomes thuds.
Is someone on the Volo?
I'll go
Are
check
you on
it
the
out.
roof?
Yeah, let's go outside.
Yep, going outside, climbing the roof.
You see a shitload of pigeons.
Oh boy.
Here we go. I knew it.
All right, Taylor, where are you?
Oh, hey! You watch us just sticking out of, like, their head out of this giant pile of pigeons. You guys just kind of ran off.
Get
last
inside
night.
now.
Okay. They just like, oh shit, alright.
Everyone, get in here.
Get in here.
Panic, can you check the mirror once again? Thank you.
I will go ahead and check the mirror.
Okay. Detect magic again. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dormant divination. Beyond that, nothing.
Will I know when they're trying to contact us?
It's very vibrant, yeah.
Okay.
Pretty obvious. Taylor walks in, feathers kind of following them in their wake. You watch as Taylor actually reaches into like inside of their jacket and they pull out a snake.
Hot Rod, one of yours.
They look over and goes, Leslie! Seriously! You watch as he walks.
Yeah,
over.
Leslie.
Fucking Leslie.
Fucking Leslie.
Stupid ass hog nose.
Who else but Leslie?
Oh man, story of this campaign, right? Fucking Leslie.
Yeah, you gotta love him.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
There were gonna be a different snake by like Hognose. You watch as Hosra comes over and picks up the snake, and Taylor kind of turns and goes, "It's been some time since you called a favor to me, Hostrad." Yeah, well, I've been lonely.
Listen,
you guys were in a bit of a pickle.
Yes, well, you've already helped with that once. Thank you for that, by the way.
Anytime.
Greckles and I owe you.
I owe you guys.
Well, then perhaps you can help us with a situation we're having.
Mm-hmm.
Our friend
I'm gonna say you relay everything.
Yeah,
Yes.
go ahead.
You smack them with the dowel. They're not a demon. And you sit down and you start to relay all this information.
All right,
he says,
I gotta hit him once.
There's no pigeons
every
here.
pigeon.
They're on the roof.
every pigeon.
I'm not gonna lie, Taylor says. This is a little bit outside of my depth, but you guys did get me information on my brother, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Taylor turns towards the rest of you. I saw you get arrested, and
Yeah, it's kind of what
I've
kicked
seen-
off what's currently going on. So
Yeah.
you watch as
Squids.
Taylor kind of scratches the back of their neck. I can't help but feel guilty. I haven't really known what to say all this time, but if you guys need to get into the higher district, I have something that could help.
You're not going to turn us into pigeons again, are you?
No.
Oh, that was fun.
He turns to Hastrad. You're gonna have to be the prince again. And Hastrad you watch as Hastrad looks like he just did a lemon and just kind of sucks his face.
Wait,
He
in.
slips on a
Wait,
sand.
what do you mean the prince again?
What do you mean the prince? What?
You had
Insight check.
Did you have to use the P word, Taylor? The P word?
I need to insight like
Insight.
yesterday.
Chow tomate a minute.
So 2022?
20.
Are you
24,
inciting
11.
Hastrad?
Both? Because I'm confused because they keep going back and forth.
Taylor's hard to read. Hastrad is definitely responsive to that.
Okay, so what the hell's going on? Yeah, 22.
24.
9.
Hasrod rolls his eyes. Bow down, peasants. You stand before Prince Hasrad of the Tatalon Quetzal Queen Temple.
I would like to do another insight to see if he's serious.
I would like to as well because Remy is laughing so hard right now.
Borky thinks he's kidding.
20.
9.
Task folds his arms. Hasrod, your magic has spoken volumes, but I'm not going to do that. You understand my stance on nobles.
It was a joke task. Come on.
Whoa.
Oh, he's serious. He's fucking serious. Oh, I caught him. Yes.
What's your stance on nobles?
Dude, I said that so he would gauge his answer.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
That was well played.
Yeah, no, and then when he said that, I'm
Sorry.
just like, all right, he's serious.
But yes, if you must know, my sister. You just kind of like
throws up a mouse.
She's the current.
What the fuck did I miss?
Queen of our, I guess you'd call it a religion. Most people would call it a cult. Whatever.
It's really about size at that point.
Me and my brother were princes in line for the throne, I guess, but my sister's older, so she got the seat. So yes, by technicality, I am snake royalty.
Oh, well, my liege, I had no idea.
Fuck off, chicken. Stop that.
You're adorable when you're angry.
What, I don't know if I've rolled this in the past or not. What can I glean off of Yuan Ti culture?
Roll a history check.
Oh my god, he's a king.
I am not trained in that. I forgot.
Can I also roll a history check?
Sure.
Okay,
This is a really hard save, by the way.
Oh god.
18?
I heard all the air quotes Hasrad was throwing up there too.
No. I mean, you guys know that generally Yuan Ti are very they're very close knitted. They're extremely xenophobic. Usually. So not the most friendly. Like if you walked into a bunch of Yuan Ti, they'd kill you and sacrifice you if they're gonna meet you. So Hasrad's kind of a refreshing change of pace.
Sir Hasrad, question for you. Very serious question. If you were to assume the throne, would that make you a king cobra?
Oh, you're so funny. You're really funny.
So what does that mean for you in a political standpoint in Alavast?
Can we not talk about politics right now?
Let me put it this way, Hasrad. Could you get us into the High District?
Wait. What do you mean?
I mean, can you, using your lineage, get us into the High District?
You watch as Hasrad puts his hand on his snake
think of this
fin.
before?
What? Look, I'll be perfectly honest with you. My family, 10,000-foot pole.
Listen, Hasrad, we need you to help us. We can use this to our advantage.
I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing it for the kid.
That's fine.
Doing it for us.
Nepotism, you've done it again.
I'm assuming that's a yes.
He kind of looks to all of you. Hey, you schmucks! He turns over to the rest of the Sweet Dragon employees. I need paper mache and glue. We're gonna snake these boys.
What? Oh, you huh?
Well, I'm a king, right? A king needs a proper entourage, especially a Yuan Ti king.
Hey, what?
I think we could help you. I know a thing or two about this particular subject.
Wait, are we turning into snakes? Because I can...
I think we're gonna take the guise of them panic.
Or we're gonna be in some giant...
I really want Hasrad to just go, hang on to your turban, kid. We're gonna make you a star.
What are we waiting for? Let's get to work. You heard him. Paper mache. Glue.
Let's go. And for the rest of the night, between all of your employees and yourselves, you guys begin to make paper mache snake masks to create a disguise to sneak into the High District.
I mean, interesting.
Unless you don't want to do that.
No, that is absolutely yes.
I mean, I do point out that I can make us all magically look like snakes.
Oh, that's easier.
That is.
You watch as Kiwi has made the perfect snake head, like almost like Leonardo da Vinci levels. You're like, wait, I can turn us to snakes with magic, and Kiwi goes, oh.
Tass puts it on his head.
Wait. Hang on. The Yugoloths can see through illusions, so something physical may not be a bad idea.
Yeah, but we're not getting through Yugoloths. We're trying to get through the guards, right?
Yeah, but the guards might be Yugoloths, Hasrad.
Yeah, you got a good point there.
All right, here's
Let's
the
put
thing.
it this
Here's
way,
the
we've
thing.
already
Whatever they are, they're totally expecting magic. They won't be expecting paper mache.
Let's put it this way. In order for them to stop us, they would have to expose themselves.
And also, here's another thing: if we do have the magic put on us, just have the magic put on us to look like our paper mache form. So if they drop the magic, we still look the same.
Tell you what, I will have the spell prepared, and if things go wrong, I can default.
Let's put it this way. Let's just say that we're celebrating, and if he needs proof, we'll take off our so-called costumes, and we'll still be snakes.
Still need an excuse why Hasrad would need to go to the Armon clergy.
Well, is that specifically where we want to go?
Well, based on what you
Hasrad just starts snickering.
Well, based on what you said, it sounds like we have to go there.
We just had to get through the front gate. Then after that,
Once we're through the front gate, we can do whatever we need to.
Yeah, we don't have to tell them where we're going. We just have to get in.
But we are going to have to be careful of other scrying spells.
I would agree.
Yeah, the other thing I got is if someone tries to stop us and they really are them, I got secrets.
Will you hold on to those? Just be careful. They can read minds.
Yep. I can take care of any scrying that takes place anywhere around us anyway.
We should also take Kay with us.
I was about to say.
Yes. You watch as Kay just kind of sits up from reading their spell.
Kay, we're going to be escorting a prince to the High District. Sorry, a king, my liege.
Thank you. You watch as Kay just kind of looks over towards Hasrad, back to you, back to Hasrad.
Look, it's a long story. Just trust us. It's legitimate.
It'd be simpler to say if we're just doing Remy, it would just be simpler if we said we're doing crimes.
We're not doing a crime!
What we're doing is actually very legal.
What is that? 2, 3 kings we've had in our midst?
I mean, based on what Hasrad was doing, that with the air quotes, I'm assuming it's not that big of a deal for Hasrad.
I mean, not to me, but you humans and human-like tend to obsess over that shit, so...
The warm bloods like their lineage.
Listen, before we retire with this wonderful plan in tow, let's at least have a strategy. Once we get in, because we will get in, where are we going? Because there's a lot of options. We can contact Solly, Brock, we can go directly to the clergy, but we need a plan, and preferably all together.
Naragan kind of pipes up. If you would like my advice, I have a recommendation.
I'd love to hear it.
The purest of Ilene worshippers cannot shape change, nor can they lie in truth. Our temple is out of clarity. Illusion spells and shape changes immediately dissipate within the temple halls of Ilene. If you wanted allies in this, I would recommend going there.
So how do they know that they would believe us, though?
You said you were friends with Solly, cousin Solly, correct?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
I don't see why they wouldn't help you if you're not working for her.
Besides, they're all up. I'm going to assume they have abilities to tell if people are telling the truth or not. What with them being Ilune.
By the way, do we have any information that tells us that Solly knows that all of this is going on, or do you think she's still in the dark on this?
I would hazard to guess she's still in the dark. They're probably keeping most of the High District in the dark, which is why they don't want us there.
Willow kind of looks at him and goes, might be best if she doesn't know either. Don't want to get her wrapped up in this.
Also, keep in mind, if we drag anyone into this, they're now going to be targeted.
Yep. That's a big thing, too.
I would recommend. I would recommend anyone that we absolutely need. We could take to the Illenid Temple. That was a phenomenal idea. But other than that, we should focus on the clergy. That's our lead.
Naraga, do you believe you have anyone that we should talk to specifically that you know in there?
Yes, of course. I would talk to High Priestess Sionia Arcane.
Okay, hang on. Wait, I'm gonna need that. High Priestess.
One sec. One sec. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom really badly. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay.
One more time, Auntie.
Sionia. Last name Orikian.
I like how you started like questioning it at the end. Like good. Like I think it's an I-A-N. But from now on, that's how you spell out names.
All right. So just
Sionia Orikian.
Orikian, yeah.
All right, Orikian, Sister Orikian.
She is a moon elf.
Moon elf?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
So I'm not used to having all these different kinds of elves.
You guys actually met her once when you were visiting Solly. She was talking with Solly. She's actually like kind of Solly's caretaker, for a better word. She's kind of like the landlord who lets her stay there.
If I could make one suggestion. We already know Doros is somehow implicated in this. If we can find him while we're in the High District and get him to the temple, we'll know for sure.
I'd be worried about going too far out of our way to do that, though.
I'm just saying we should keep an eye out, even if we can just tap him to know for sure.
All right.
I'd at least like to do it for Willow, and he'll look at Willow, who's been working very hard for them this entire time.
She looks so tired, but she's still going.
Willow.
And I looked over doing salads. She goes, pass me that tome over there. Thank you.
Willow.
Yes?
At some point, please sleep.
Sure.
Your productivity is going to diminish the longer you do this to yourself. Please.
Time is of the essence, Remy. I can sleep later.
All right, I trust you.
The more tired you get, Will, the easier it is to make mistakes.
At least,
what was the other guy's name? I keep forgetting it.
Enceladus.
Enceladus. Do you have anything that could help with her groggy condition?
I have some tea.
Okay, I was hoping for something more magical and... sure, caffeine will work.
Ty, and you watch as Ty Borpington's like, I'm already on it.
I was about to say, just put coffee in all of her meal.
That being said, I would recommend we at least rest, or at least I need to.
Agreed.
Honestly, going in at the nighttime, Willow kind of looks up. Going in at night might be the smartest decision. A little less conspicuous, really.
So let's take a nap and relax now, and we'll meet up as soon as the sun goes down and plan our next move.
Because tonight, well, we're going deep into this mystery. Sorry, I don't know what to say.
I was like for the big one-liner.
I'm
holding on to this one.
Usually you're on point with the one-liners.
I know, dude. I'm sick as fuck right now. Can you tell?
That's all right. You're good.
Yeah.
No, actually, you sound pretty good.
Sounding okay, but I feel like shit.
Right.
So that being said, Remy is going to go to bed and change his armor with Louis Strog, by the way.
Yeah, you give Louis Strog's armor back, and it's like broken and like destroyed, and he goes,
Thanks.
Listen.
You watch, he's holding it like part of the chain shirt just falls to the ground.
Listen, send that to the High District. My brother's a blacksmith. He can help you.
We have a blacksmith, Remy.
Right, they have a. You should do it here.
Yeah, it's fine. It gives it character, I guess.
Can I incite this dude?
Why does that hurt so much?
Go ahead.
God,
22.
Depressed individual.
This is a sad person.
I felt.
I don't get anything beyond it's just a sad person.
He's really
Louis
sad.
Strog's very simple.
Okay, I'm gonna.
He's also
prove that he wishes not to be.
He seems very sad. You're not sure why.
For what it's worth, your armor saved my life.
Oh, that's great.
That's great. I'm happy for you.
Oh, we have the best strong sad ever.
It must be nice to be technically alive.
Remy is.
Added character.
It must be nice to have a life you care about.
Oh, this man sucks. This man sucks so much at parties.
Why? Who invited him to Thanksgiving dinner? God damn it! This man.
Did you guys forget about the beach?
No, I haven't, because I was the only one that brought weapons. I'm gonna pat Lewistrog on the back and head upstairs to bed.
All right. Well, you guys are sleeping in the middle. No
Sorry,
one's
I'm gonna
splitting up
pass the fuck. I'm gonna take off my normal armor and pass the fuck out.
Yeah, you just pass out. The rest of you guys begin to gather yourselves, take a long rest again, so write off any spells.
Thank you!
And as you guys prepare to come up with a ploy to get into the High District, that is where we're going to end the session for tonight.
Whoa,
Bye,
so
Austin.
much. Bye, Austin.
Bye, Austin.
Bye, Austin.
So much intrigue.
By the way, you do not have to go with the snake plan. You have anything you guys want to fucking try
I like
out.
the snake
No, I
plan,
like
though.
the snake plan.
Listen, that's probably the easiest way to get in there.
It adds an air of legitimacy to it.
1-1-1, boy.
Also, now I get to tease Hasrod incessantly. We're royal buddies.
Is this episode 111?
That episode was so.
111.
Remy
111.
makes a noble friend.
Well, now I have two, because
Okay,
I also have Willow.
now everybody who is asking for the episode to be called Post-Nut Clarity, it will not be called that.
wait,
Nut 20
but
will
it
also
should.
not be called Nut 20, even though it should be.
Question, I have one. Sweet dreams are made of this.
That's good.
Not bad. People also said Blood and Wine.
I just kind of like Sweet Dreams.
I like sweet.
Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and got
Wait, does that
an
mean
STD.
Tiago
Whoa.
killed, doesn't that mean Tiago just fucking killed Kay's familiar?
What?
Oh,
No,
right,
I
the
assumed-
bat! Oh no, it's dead!
Is
Holy
it?
shit, yeah! It was in your armor! It's
Oh.
fucking dead!
Oh no!
Whatever.
Well,
Whatever. It's just a familiar. She can fucking spend 50 gold and get it back.
She'll have to borrow some from Willow.
It'll be a fun roleplay segment next episode. Wow, there's a lot of people I
Good
want
job, Remy. You killed her pet.
I
You
didn't
know,
even
I was-
think about
I
that.
was-
I thought it would like fly off and not be on me while I fought.
Before you
I
get
was trying to take it.
before any of us head out here,
By
I want to
the-
thank two
by the
particular
way,
people. Real fast. Okay.
Oh, I just want to say real fast because we're talking about the bat. The bat's name is Tango. I just want to point that out.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
Tango.
Sorry, his name is
Tango, the orange bat.
Okay.
Yeah.
The orange splats.
It's fine. It's gonna come back later. It's fine.
Luke a lot with
All right,
10,000
seriously.
bits here. Welp, a bet's a bet. Poor Remy, 10,000 bits.
Son of a bitch.
Luke a lot with 10,000 bits. Probate with 10,000 bits as well. So when can Panic expect the news of his new child?
Oh. Can I say it? Is that spoilers?
Yes.
I don't. I mean, it's just a.
It's not really.
Has it come up in game?
I think it's come up in game.
You have said it in the past.
Yeah. Every man cannot get pregnant.
Yeah.
So if anyone's just like a baby,
Damn.
there is none.
Wait.
Yeah.
How do I get Prenocte?
She can't get
Pregnant?
She can't get Gregnant?
Is she a
Guys.
Luigi board? Is she a Ouija board?
Guys.
A
How do
I make
Luigi
baby?
board?
I have the
Baby.
How do I mine for
I have the
child?
confessions to make. I'm
Also,
pregnant.
can I point something out real quick? How come every time fucking Panic gets laid, I get my ass kicked?
It's like
He
a
gets laid
balance.
by Zeus, I'm getting beat up by the UOC.
It's
He gets
balanced.
laid by every man, and Tango's beating my ass. Fucking stop having sex!
It's like
Well,
it's like
that's
it
true.
rhymes.
You
It's
gotta
like
get banged,
poetry.
and then he'll get punched.
Stop it! Yeah, if I ever have sex, Panic is just gonna straight up fucking die.
Oh, thank God.
Serenade of Eclipse.
Yeah, you're safe. You're fucking safe.
Serenade of
so
Eclipse
safe.
with 1,000 bits. Perchance to Scream as an episode title idea name. Alexander Wallace with 1,500 bits. Thank you so much as well. A lot of people dropping bits. Please, Bosco, round us out here. And we'll do.
Well, oh yeah. All right, Connor, where can they find you?
They can find me on Twitter at CNLSnake. They can find me on Twitch at Distortion Devil. Well, tomorrow is probably gonna be some Monster Hunter. I need to make my Odegaron gun and some stuff. Friday is Friday Funhouse, where we have a lot of fun and we play Jackbox Party Pack, Gang Beasts, Tabletop Simulator, all kinds of fun games. Saturday, we still need to decide what I am playing on Saturday because we are finished with The Witcher after nearly a year. Playing it every Saturday. If you would like to vote for what I play next, you can go to this link, vote on that straw poll. We currently have 900 votes. Currently Devil May Cry is in the lead, but you can always change that. And then Sunday will be D&D Homebrew.
Zito, where can they find you?
You can find me over at twitch.tv/Zito. You can find me on Twitter at CZBacklash. And you can also find my Patreon for homebrew shit at the Ever Ingot Almanac. I will post it in chat. Latest I'll be able to play any video games will be Friday, earliest Thursday, depending on what's going on at TFS at the not TFS at the table. What's going on at TFS? Nothing I can talk about on the horizon outside of my homebrew, but I'm planning on playing Temtem on stream. I backed the shit out of that game, and I'm gonna go ahead and play it maybe on Friday. But for my tabletop stuff, not this upcoming Saturday, but the next Saturday, The Throw, which are basically a race of like cloth golems. That's going out on DM's Guild on the 1st of February, but if you join the Patreon, you can get the finished copy right now.
Very nice, very nice. Gaijin Goomba, where can they find you?
You can find me at twitch.tv/Gaijin Goomba. Every Monday we do a Mecha Monday. I grab me a Eastern or Western mech game. Have a lot of fun with that. Tuesday, every Tuesday, Taiko Tuesday. Play Taiko no Tatsujin. Lots of punishment songs. It's a good time. Lots of heckling. Saturday and Sunday, it's kind of up in the air. At the moment, it's probably just going to be more Monster Hunter because I'm getting really sucked into it. My monster rank is relatively high. Also, you can find all of my real work over on YouTube. Just got done with a video breaking down the cultural inspiration behind the Zenogre. So that's been a lot of fun. So, yeah, it's me.
Very nice, very nice. And our illustrious DM, Monty, where can they find you when you're not beating the shit out of me?
Hi, you can find me at MontyGlue on Twitter, where you'll see me posting many things. I also have a lot of commissions announced coming in. They're all coming in at once this year.
This is what you get.
I know, post-Christmas, I'm like, uh-oh! But you can also find me posting there. I might post some pictures of my Warhammer army that I'm working on, because I really want to try and get a lot of... I'm not even halfway done, and I'm already like, this is a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. And you can also find me at twitch.tv/MontyGlue. Tomorrow, there might not be a stream. I'll see how I feel, because I've been feeling super great. I also have a lot of stuff to do. Excuse me, a lot of stuff I need to do tomorrow. But Sunday, there should hopefully be a stream. I'm hoping at some point to have my friend Darian over to play some Kirby Air Ride. We want to do City Trial and just goof off. So I'll keep you guys posted on my Twitter about that. It's kind of in weird streaming limbo right now because the weather is like, no, you're not allowed to be feeling okay.
I got one more quick thing that I did want to plug, if that's okay.
No.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. I guess I'll go funny.
No.
It's been talked about for a while. I am in the process of possibly doing some DM's Guild content of my own, particularly yokai-oriented stuff, as well as you know, that hardcore Far Eastern Japan vibe. That is in the work. With Zito's help, I want to do more. We've actually made a Tanuki race. I kind of want to expand on that. Both monsters and playable creatures. So be on the lookout for that. It may take a little bit though.
Oh, trust me, after what you described to me, I'm just like, all right, so what you're describing to me, all these yokai that you want to make into monsters, what tier do you want them to be? 1 and 2. All right, what about the giant skeleton thing? Explain that one to me. Oh, it can't die, so that's tier 4!
Look, I just started off with what first came to my head. I didn't say it was
no, the first thing that uttered out of your mouth, oh, well, it can't die. How? Your players need to be able to kill something.
We agreed. We found a workaround with that. Let's just go forward.
Also, I'm sorry that I took away Baki Nico, because that's gonna be on my next thing soon too.
That's fine. I'll make it better.
Anyway, you guys can also find Takahata right here at twitch.tv/Takahata101, where tomorrow it is official. MNW is canceled. Well, at least his is. I'm going to do something for you guys so that Kirk can rest and he doesn't feel the pressure to do shit. So stay tuned for those details. You guys know where to check me out at EdBoscoVA on both Instagram and Twitter, and then over on twitch.tv/EdwardBosco, where tomorrow we'll probably be doing some crazy wrestling stuff. Friday will be huge crazy wrestling shit, and then come watch me scream at sports ball or, you know, other crazy stuff on my channel. Yeah, that's the shindig. We are about to get up out of here, but we got to find somebody to rain. I'm thinking maybe we just...
Alex Andos dropped another 1,500 bits with no message, just bits. Well, thank you so much, Alex Andos. Defective Sheep, thank you so much for the bits. Elita Megalodon as well. Thank you as well, Soul King and Tarek is Dan. Thank you so much, guys. Wendigo, Alex Andos for gifting a sub to Brett Gaming, as well as Zakadu gifting a sub to Arkhov. If I failed to thank you, please hit me up on Twitter. I'll make sure to give you a proper thank you for dropping all of these subs and bits.
Or even better, just cut him some slack for a week because he's really sick. Yeah. Just for a week.
Do you want to raid Kaiser?
Yeah.
I was gonna say Kaiser's around, Tabby Cat's around, Octopimp's around.
No, we're raiding Kaiser. We do not raid Kaiser often because he's not streaming often. So everyone go in there. Whatever, you know what, you all go in there, say he's a very nice guy because he's a good dude.
No, don't lie to him.
Tell him Dragon Ball Z
Tigers.
No, tell him.
Yeah, Buff Tigers.
I was about to say Dragon Ball Z is Gene Punk, but sure.
Just Buff Tigers.
Buff Tigers, and he'll be happy.
Keep fit and have fun. Body break.